Welcome, Summoner. Are you ready to embark on the journey to discover the strongest summoner within the Americas? SWC2019 will be in Los Angeles, California. This year, the rules have changed for SWC mode. When facing the opponent, players won't be able to pre-ban the same monster consecutively, so prepare for unpredictable matches and results. Now, let's talk about the journey these players will take to become America's strongest summoner. First, there will be an online qualification. The first trial will be online preliminaries, where 18 players from Season 8 and 9 will compete, but only 14 players will advance. Additionally, 2 skilled summoners from SWC 2018 will join the fight. A total of 16 summoners will compete fearlessly for the America's Cup. To be part of these elite players, I better step up my game. Next, let's go to where the real battles take place, the group stage. The returning players from 2018 and the winners of Season 8 and 9 will be split into 4 different groups, A, B, C, and D. Each group will then compete every Saturday, starting July 20th, where 2 of the best summoners in each group will advance to the America's Cup for a total of 8 summoners. And finally, on August 31st, 2019, the War of the Gods will begin. A total of 8 summoners will compete fearlessly for the America's Cup. The 2 summoners will be sent to Paris for the World Championship and have the chance to claim the title of becoming the best summoner in the world. Who will prevail and who will be defeated? So get ready and don't miss your chance to be part of Summoner's War History.
Hello everyone and welcome to the SWC2019 America's Cup Group Stage D. My name is Evan, I'm still your host, and I'm still joined at the table by Stoic and Make It a Bud. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing excellent.
Good. Make It a Bud, you look like you've been playing some RTA today.
I've been scrimming one of the competitors this morning, so I had a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully he's well prepared today.
That's awesome. All right, guys, this is the last of the group stages before the America's Cup proper. So let's go ahead and take a look at the structure for today's tournament one last time before we say goodbye to it. Just like the previous group stages, we have 4 players here for a total of 5 matches. And this is all to fill the last 2 spots at the America's Cup.
That's right, Evan. We've got Group D wrapping up our group stages. This is our last Saturday till America's Cup. And speaking of America's Cup, we have a prize pool of $20,000 in our world final of $140,000.
And today's game mode will be that SWC 2019 mode. So it's very similar to that SWC mode that you're used to, but unlike that, in today's mode, you will not be able to consecutively pre-ban the same monster twice. So you're gonna see those broken Yunhongs and LD units and the gaining Hathors, all types of meta and LD units today.
I'm all for anything that promotes more diversity in that pick ban phase. Here's a look at group stages past Group A through C, but the one you want to pay attention to is Group D. We've got TopaV, Faintmemory, Michaelyan, and Truffle Salad here today. Stacked group to close out the group stage portion of America's Cup. Here's the bracket that we're going to be dealing with today as well. TopaV and Truffle Salad, representing Salad Gang, are going to be starting us off today, followed by Faintmem and Michaelyan. And this group stage does have a loser's bracket to help us find those 2 winners that are going to be moving forward to the America's Cup. So Truffle Salad and TopaV are starting us off today. Let's go ahead and get to know those players a little bit more through their player profiles.
So we have Truffle Salad starting off. He is a member of AV. We saw him in prelims do very well, first somehow getting a game from Thompson, and then afterwards actually winning his best of 3, punching his ticket to the group stages. So we'll see if he's able to make these consistent plays and be able to find his way to the America's Cup.
Yep, and then we have his competitor, TopaV. TopaV, we all know we're going to be seeing that Yunhong coming from him. He loves to have his control, his Gani Hathor. He brings in that Okeanos. We're going to see some Daphnis. We're going to see some Water Monkey. We're going to see maybe a new surprise like we did in the prelims coming from TopaV. His luck is off the charts. So let's see if that's going to continue with this match between Truffle Salad.
Here's some data for TopaV and Truffle Salad that was gathered through RTA Season 9. Most picked, most banned, and most banned against. Does anything stand out to you guys about this?
Yeah, a couple things. If you look at TopaV's most banned monsters, you see that Artemel, that Ragdoll. You know when he's banning these monsters a lot, they are the most overpowered monsters in the game. And on top of it, Topa's very high ranked in the ladder, meaning that all the players at the top line ranks depend on these overpowered monsters to stay up there. So TopaV, very good player, always consistently high in rankings, and again, Artemel, Ragdoll, very strong units.
That's a jab at Stoic. All right, guys, we've got TopaV and Truffle Salad ready in that pick ban phase of Match 1, Round 1 of Group Stage D. Take it away, guys.
All right, guys, TopaV, Truffle Salad. We've got our starting match for Group D. Can't wait to see how well these 2 men are going to play.
And we know TopaV has that patented trademark Yunhong LD Nat 5 that he loves to abuse. And we know Truffle Salad has a Vanessa that TopaV does not have. So both of them pre-banning those units so that now they have a shared box. So anticipate this being the pre-bans for Game 1 and Game 3 if such should occur. TopaV should start off with that Hathor that we know he loves to take.
And he definitely wants Truffle Salad to take that from him. You can see TopaV does lock in that Hathor. We're going to see Truffle Salad definitely take the Ganymede away from him, though.
I would definitely agree. I think we're going to see a Ganymede take and probably a Fran take because TopaV loves to take Fran. I would not be surprised to see a Gani plus a Verd or a Gani plus a Water Monkey, but definitely Gani should be in this composition. Takes the Ciara.
Wow, goes with the speed lead up against TopaV. Truffle Salad demanding that first turn so far.
And I'm not sure if I agree with this Ciara because TopaV can still get a mini speed lead out of Fran, and at the same time it opens him up to TopaV's Daphnis that TopaV may take. TopaV has been known for a lot of control but also aggression when needed. So I could definitely see TopaV taking that Daphnis and also taking a Water Monkey or maybe some sort of a Josephine, some other way to deal with this. Takes the Daphnis and the Verd. Very good picks by TopaV. TopaV.
I like both of those picks. I think we're going to see maybe an egg or maybe a water monkey can come from Truffle Salad's team here. Topa can respond with a Josephine. Curious if he's going to bring that out or not. And there is the water monkey.
And Water Monkey being very good because TopaV has not represented immunity. I think Truffle Salad needs to be thinking about taking that Fran. Otherwise, Fran counters this Water Monkey that Truffle Salad is laying down. So does lay down that Fran, does lay down that Water Monkey. So TopaV at this point here needs to be cognizant that either as Hathor or Daphnis are poised to be banned. That Vertihile is being let through. I think TopaV is going to lean toward a Diana and maybe his patented luck sacking unit of Antares or even a Triana is perfectly okay. I think we're going to see some combination of these three units or maybe something new he's pulled.
Yep, definitely. So we're seeing an Ethna coming from TopaV's side. Definitely not a bad unit. And the Diana as well. Does Truffle Salad lock in the Antares? Because if he does, I don't know who I would give it to. I really like both these men's drafts.
I think this is a very standard draft. I agree with you. I think Antares would be a great pick here. Can't really think of anything else. I think a Rocky would be an interesting pick as well. I've never seen Truffle Salad use a Rocky though, so we're likely not going to see that. But definitely some sort of a fire unit, given the fact that TopaV has laid down 2 win units. So as predicted, he does lay down that Antares last pick.
No, I think that Antares might be the ban on TopaV's side. I think he's got to get rid of that unit. I like both these drafts very, very much.
I do too, and at the same time, you do have to think about that. Sierra with the Fran attack buff bomb is a lot of threat off the bat, so TopaV is very cognizant of that. But he does have 3 units that gain additional attack bar in Verd, Ethna, and Diana. So I think Daphnis is likely the ban from Truffle Salad's side, and then TopaV is probably going to need to think about taking the legs out from the team in Sierra, or Fran, or Antares here. We'll see what he decides to go with, though.
Oh, bans go out. Water Monkey gets banned. I was not expecting to see that ban come from TopaV, but I did expect seeing Hathor get banned.
Hathor makes sense here. We'll see what happens here, but at the same time, we'll see. TopaV's going to snipe a unit off the bat. This Daphnis is dangerous here.
Most definitely is. All right, guys. TopaV, Truffle Salad, round 1. Truffle Salad taking first turn with his Fran.
And here we notice that TopaV is willed up on the Ethna and Daphnis. Truffle Salad will be eating a Daphnis nuke.
Definitely is. Goes for the attack bar reduction, and the reset on the Diana does not get the strip into the defense break on the Ciara. Ciara is going to survive with plenty of HP.
Highly unlikely there. So TopaV's luck meter of 5 is not a 5 today. He has missed that.
But he did get the stun on the Ciara with the Ethna. That was lucky enough, though.
We'll see how many despair stuns this Antares gets.
No despair stuns coming from Antares, but he does get the despair stun onto the Diana. Immunity's coming up.
That's a violent Antares, so it cannot stun. It actually procs into putting slow on that Diana. So not sure about the Antares build, but it's not bad. A lot of damage, but no control coming out from the Antares.
Boosting up a little bit of attack bar with this Ethna onto everybody. Bombs coming out onto Vertihile, and he does land it. Can he set it off now, or does he choose to wait?
I think he sets it off now. He does not want to give attack bar. Does not get the stun.
No stun on the Vertihile, looking real good. Can he get the glancing? Glancing goes out on the Ciara. We get an additional turn coming from this Antares. Finishes off the Vertihile, and we get another additional turn coming from this Antares. The Antares showing so much toxicity at the start of this match, but we do get a Vile proc coming from Diana after that stun. Finishes off that Ciara.
So now they're tied 3-3, but at this point here, Truffle Salad looks really good with that Antares. Antares being so strong. Truffle Salad needs to take out Daphnis now because that is a threat to this Antares.
That's a huge threat to the Antares. He needs to do something right now. Goes for a shatter, boosting up some attack while getting that defense break onto Ganymede as well.
So we'll see if that TopaV is able to do damage to the Ganymede. Not so much. It's an attack broken Daphnis.
Oh, he goes to the transform. Antares not taking an additional turn. He goes to capitalize off that defense break. Can he finish off the Ganymede? Will the Antares stop? He gets another turn. Antares finally cuts in after losing the Ganymede.
So TopaV with that luck meter procs on Diana, but unfortunately Antares is going to be too strong for TopaV right now. Antares is so powerful in the late game here.
Yeah, that's right. Antares is definitely going to solo TopaV's team here, even if he does drop that Fran. I know he really wants to get rid of it so he doesn't have any more sustain on the field, but Antares is coming in way too strong right now.
Yeah, and he's actually attacking the Ethna now because Ethna has the chance of Despair Stun, but again, another proc from Antares.
Another one. Can he finish off through the shield? does not. Shield stay strong.
That is a pretty low damage Antares. I would have expected that to wipe out the Etna, but does not. But does stun.
Big stun Antares. He's gonna go and cycle some turns on this Fran. If he gets an additional turn with this Diana, this may work out for TopaV. We could see Proxy with this passive out of stun.
He needs a despair stun this Antares now, or his tournament life is, or his game 1 is gone here. So we'll see what happens.
There's the attack buff, not looking good. We've got full attack bar on that Antares.
trufflesalad just waiting to use skill 2 here.
There's the skill 2, finishes off almost everyone. Fran wraps it up. trufflesalad taking round 1 from TopaV.
trufflesalad with the first win of the day in this best of 3. Topa's still got time to come back. Topa was so confident, even with that Antares in play. He challenged it so confidently when he took out that Ganny.
Those are the plays that need to be made. You know, he did take that chance where definitely Antares should have cut many times, and it did not. But you know what? Those are the plays that needed to happen.
And later on in the game started proccing a lot more, so that Antares is doing a lot of damage late game. When HP goes down, attack goes up, lots of damage being pumped out. There's no way a Diana and Ether are ever taking out Antares there.
No.
Yep. This match goes right back to the pick ban, though. Antares should have been the ban. He had the Ethna on the field. He had the Diana on the field. Both those units would have handled that water monkey
And the
kick.
Verd giving additional turns. I think Antares definitely should have been the ban there. But at the same time, I mean, who are we to judge TopaV? We'll see what happens, I guess, in the next match. And
We'll
how
see if he
adjusts.
learns from it, right?
We'll see
Yeah,
if he
he's got
learns
another
from it.
chance. These players are ready and waiting in the pick ban phase for round 2. Take it away, guys.
Here we go, guys. Round 2. TopaV, trufflesalad. TopaV needs to get a win and not get bumped down to this loser bracket, or can trufflesalad 2-0 him?
trufflesalad here does have first pick here, and at the same time, that means he may get this Hathor. So we may see TopaV pre-ban Hathor from trufflesalad. So I expect to see TopaV pre-banning Hathor, and we're gonna see exactly that. And trufflesalad actually pre-banning Vertihowl, knowing that TopaV's Vertihowl has extra violent runes on it. If you watch a stream, you know TopaV's Vertihowl loves to proc many times, and so he takes that luck factor out of this game here.
Pre-banning that the Hathor as well, like removing that from both their teams. They both were going to draft that unit, so it's interesting to see that ban out there.
And it's interesting too to see the Fran first pick, knowing that TopaV does have a Daphnis and showed it last game. TopaV is free now to use the Yanhong. I'm not sure about taking Yanhong early. I saw you give a funny look. I would have loved to see Daphnis Ganny over Yanhong because he doesn't need to take Yanhong right now. So maybe a little preemptive, maybe he's a little nervous and just relies on the LD unit early on here.
Yeah, I think he really needed to take something away from trufflesalad here, and he did not. But he did get the Ganny out on the field, and we can see trufflesalad goes with double speed lead.
I don't like the double speed lead. I think he really should be contesting TopaV for like the other luck sacking units like that, Water Monkey or other things like that, but he instead goes with double speed lead. So TopaV is going to be able to use a Daphnis and snipe units out. So immediately he reaches for that Daphnis. He's going to punish trufflesalad with this because he has the option of nuking Vanessa first or banning Vanessa and nuking another unit. We're going to see probably this unit and maybe even some sort of a Water Monkey or some... Oh, goes with the... there we go. Ethna Daphnis. He has to take the Daphnis there.
All right, I do like the Ethna being drafted here. I got nervous when I saw him take that Daphnis down, but he brought it back with the Ethna.
Yeah, so TopaV threatening a lot of kill potential. This Yanhong's actually quite fast too, so he's going to open a hole with Yanhong and to be able to stun something. trufflesalad is making a great pick of laying down the Okeanos because he needs to be able to control a unit. Would love to see him go one more fast unit, maybe even a Lauren, or maybe some other pick that's very fast to control some unit of TopaV's. Amduat.
Really?
I've not seen this yet.
That was interesting to see that Amduat coming out. Knowing he's probably going to be getting first turn brings out that Amduat.
Well, TopaV is not representing any immunity, so Amduat quite good into that role. Now he's representing the immunity. Takes the Busa. Great pick, because Busa is also very good into Sierra. So I love that pick by TopaV. He has enough threat from any combination of his units to do a lot of damage. I favor TopaV's draft a lot. Takes out that Okeanos, as mentioned, because that is a high-speed threat here. So TopaV likely going to be on all will. trufflesalad is going to lose a unit, maybe two off the bat. So TopaV should win this pretty easily, unless trufflesalad has a new dimension to his luck meter we have not seen.
We're going to find out shortly. Accuracy lead for TopaV, and we have a speed lead coming for trufflesalad. Can trufflesalad take first turn in round 2? And we have trufflesalad. Fran going first, attack buffs up, immunity up.
So unlike the competitors in Group B, these competitors do believe in will runes. So there is immunity up on every single unit on this side right now. Quite a change, but we're gonna see a lot of damage go right now, and we're actually probably gonna see this Vanessa die very soon.
He's going to go for capture on a Ciara, stripping everything, gaining that stun as well.
Definitely needs to do that. And Amdot doing absolutely nothing right now because everything's on Will. Hellfire goes down.
There it is. We have the defense break right now. Can he finish off Vanessa? Does not finish off Vanessa. She holds on.
No, but we have a follow-up from TopaV here. So TopaV is going to actually use the Yeonhong, probably boost. Actually go for the Blade Fan here.
Go for the strip onto Fran.
Good play here because he's going to use Sealed Magic and then reset the attack bars. But Amdot might get very lucky and stun the entire team. We'll see what happens here.
There's the reset on a Ciara. Fran not affected by that attack back.
Not sure about the decision to let that Vanessa live, actually, because now this Vanessa's, unless he gets a kill right now, Vanessa's going to haunt him throughout the rest of the game.
Yep, Charge Vitality comes out onto Death that gets that additional turn. Glancing goes on to Vanessa. We're going to see a second skill come out. No Despair stuns out on the field.
No Despair stuns and only 2 defense breaks here and a stunned up Esna.
Big stun onto that Etha. We're going to see a defense break coming out. Capitalize off it. No defense break.
Unlucky. Truffle Salad is also glanced up though, so does not get that. He needs to ventilate that Yeonhong or that Daphnis to be able to recycle turns again.
Oh, second skill coming out, applying a bunch of damage, some resets by 1 turn.
Super dicey on both sides here. I do like TopaV's a little bit more because he has an LD Nat 5 on his side of the field. So we'll see what actually happens.
Yep, he's going to continue trying to focus down this Ethan. Does not want to play ball with it. Does he choose to charge Vitality? That Daphnis.
He's definitely charged Vitality. That Daphnis needs to pick up its HP and also procs here. So
big proc right there. Chose not to go for the Fran as well with the defense break. Really trying to finish off that Vanessa and does so. Vanessa gets dropped.
Yeah, and a smart play to go after the Vanessa there because Vanessa was not reset. So he has to go after Vanessa. Does drop it. Fran needs to heal itself and this Sierra needs to go nuts.
Oh, chose the cleanse. Oh, but he gets the additional turn for immunity attack buffs up.
Highly unlikely for TopaV here. This Sierra should have a bomb very soon, and that could be the end of Daphnis. I think Truffle Salad needs to take off that Daphnis.
Smashing the shield. We're going to see a bomb coming out on the field. Places it. It does get resistance on the dot, though.
And shakes off immunity here. Shakes off a buff, but I think TopaV's going to go for it and nuke the Sierra or the Frank. Goes for the Amduat instead.
Went for the Amduat, applying a good amount of damage onto that Amduat. Amduat's squishier than I thought.
Great amount of damage, but does not get the defense break. And actually,
double despair stuns onto the Daphnis in the game. Ganymede procs out, throwing that glancing onto Amduat.
Actually, TopaV's in a really rough spot here. Super rough spot. If this bomb drops, TopaV is done.
That's 2 bombs on the field. Can he finish off both units? And he does so! Truffle Salad drops the Yeonhong and the Daphnis taking round 2. He moves forward.
Oh my god! Truffle Salad just 2-0'd TopaV.
Wow.
Truffle Salad with the win, turning it around yet again with the double bombs. This is reminiscent of last week's group stage, actually, with that double bomb victory. That was incredible. Dude, Truffle Salad, great show. TopaV, thank you for that. And that's not the last time you're going to see Topa today. He's just going to be continuing his journey in that loser's bracket going forward. So there's a lot to talk about in that game. So why didn't TopaV go for the kill on Vanessa when he had it early?
I think he was trying to manipulate attack bars and figured he would take it later. And I actually don't think it held him back much. What I actually think was a liability here was not taking, it was that Ethna. The Ethna did not get Despair Stuns, did not do very much damage. I think TopaV maybe could have brought in a different unit here, maybe one with a little bit more luck potential. But unfortunately, he got bombed too, right? And then that Amduat also stunned his entire team, three units I think it was off the bat. So quite unfortunate for TopaV there, and a lot of just unfortunate events to overcome.
I think RNG aside, what he really needed to do was eliminate units, and he didn't eliminate units. So there was that time he could have got rid of that Vanessa, and also could have got rid of Fran as well, but he did not take those, he didn't take those shots. And I feel like that's where you got to really get aggressive in SWC. Removing units is a priority.
And the Daphnis also, when he used Hellfire in the Amduat, did not actually get the defense break and, you know, got resisted, right? That's a very, very unfortunate turn of events there. And had he landed and maybe even killed the Ciara or landed, he would have been just fine. But he got unlucky there and missed it. So that's why he lost there. It's just those unfortunate series of events adding up.
The luck meter got bumped down just a
little bit. Down.
Maybe got cut in half, actually.
To Stoic's point, too, I feel like that's something that we end up talking about a lot. It's not taking those kills when you have the chance. And when there's so much on the line, like, you got to take it. But I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think of that Amduat pick in the beginning of the game versus the end of the game?
Oh, the Amduat pick always comes out at the end because you can't take it in the beginning and your opponent can counter it with high damage or immunity. I mean, even with Topa with one last pick just took the Wusa so that it was a forced ban from Truffle Salad side.
Yeah. I mean, like, so Amduat really proved itself going forward. I think it was a really good pick overall. All right, guys, so next up, we've got Michaelyan versus Faintmemory. Let's go ahead to get to know these players a little bit better through their player profiles.
So we have Faintmemory here, the most confident player in SWC2019. We see him here doing very well in the prelims, got unlucky versus Tree, but of course, very smart in the pick ban and draft. Unfortunately, has zero luck in this game, but has lots of experience, great runes and great experience. So we'll see if he can leverage that to win today.
All right, and we got Michaelyan here, fellow ADA user as well. Can Michaelyan really use his units to his advantage to take down Faintmemory? We're gonna find out today if he does. He likes a lot of, not so much control comps on his team, but he likes to really bruiser it out, I think.
Yeah, definitely does. I mean, he relies on that Artemel a lot. Does have the standard units that we've typically seen, but most banned monsters, as we see here, being that Hathor, he might not have a Hathor. Not sure if Faintmemory has picked up on this, but Michaelyan does have very standard picks here.
Yeah, he does not like not getting first turn. You can see all those units on his ban against. Does not want to deal with any of that.
It's true. I was going to say that Michaelyan should probably have a couple more ticks in that monster pool, but if he doesn't have a Hathor, then maybe that's a good point. We've got Faintmemory and Michaelyan ready and waiting in the pick ban phase of match 2, round 1. Guys, take it away.
Here we go, Michaelyan. I think we know what the first ban's going to be for Faintmemory.
We definitely know it's going to be the Artemel pre-ban and the Hathor pre-ban because Faintmemory does have first pick. Michaelyan, Artemel, one of the most broken LD Nat 5s in the game. Definitely worth a pre-ban. So Faintmemory just wants to eliminate that from the equation. So we're going to see Faintmemory probably take a Ganymede first. Maybe a Fran, but likely Ganymede. Oh, takes the Vanessa first. Also a fine pick. Wants to lock in that speed lead. He has one of the world's best Vanessas, and it's also just a very good unit in general here.
That Vanessa might be digging into Michaelyan's box there as well.
And Michaelyan laying down the Frank Ganymede. Faintmemory instant snap picks on that Daphnis and Vertihal. Vertihal making Faintmemory's units do a lot more damage, take a lot more turns, and Ganymede on Michaelyan's side is not very good into Vertihal because there's nothing to reset there.
That's right. Now, I really like what Faintmemory's got going for. He's very quick on these drafts. I think we're going to see that really aggressive Faintmemory today.
I mean, he's very confident. He knows whatever he picks is the right pick. Michaelyan actually picking quite solidly here. I think the speed lead from Sierra is okay. The Water Monkey, great pick because Faintmemory's not representing immunity, and that's why he reaches for that Wusa instantly. And the luck sacking unit of Diana here. So Diana doing a lot of damage to Sierra. And Water Monkeys, we're definitely going to see that Water Monkey in the game. But we may or may not see that Sierra or that Fran or Gany, one of the others.
No, so far heavily favor Faintmemory. I really like his draft right now. Can Michaelyan respond to that Diana or not?
It's going to be tough here. I think actually I'd love to see a Covenants from Michaelyan with a ban on that Diana, but I don't think so. We're going to see another luck sacking unit of Antares here telling us that he is leaving Diana on the table.
Does he choose to ban out Wusa?
I'm not sure if I definitely think Wusa's probably the pure ban. You're correct, absolutely correct there. Faintmemory taking out the immunity from Michaelyan's side. Agree with that, so Faintmemory's banking on the fact that something is on will from Michaelyan's. We'll see if it is or not.
Yep, no immunity buffers on the field, guys. Both players taking speed leads. Let's see who takes first turn. Is it going to be Faintmem or is it going to be Michaelyan? Michaelyan with the very fast Water Monkey King.
Very fast Water Monkey King and no will runes. So if this Daphnis does move in front though and does not get the Ganymede.
Does not get the defense break on Ganymede. Ganymede's still looking pretty good with the amount of HP. No sustain on Michaelyan's team or on either team.
Wow, this is a huge advantage for Michaelyan. Does not get the attack bar reset on the Vanessa, but at the same time, Michaelyan is free to lay in a ton of damage from Antares and Sierra. Faintmemory's actually in a lot of trouble.
Oh, big resist on the bomb on a Diana. He really needed that to lock that unit down.
Yeah, and not locking that unit down means Diana is free to transform. Semi-free with the Antares, but free to transform here.
Yep, you can see Faintmemory trying to focus out that Ganymede to remove that unit. Goes for a second skill to get the one turn on everybody, but does not receive it on the Water Monkey King, of course.
Yeah, does not get on the Water Monkey, does not get on Antares, but does get on the other two. We're going to see Diana go for it, I think. No, chooses to throw up the shields, wants to be consistent. This Verge needs to not get stunned.
Oh, AoE stuns go out, except that Diana as well. You can see he's trying to really focus out Diana of his unit of choice.
Faintmemory being quite unlucky here, and then Michaelyan pushing the advantage further. I am not sure about the ventilate onto the Water Monkey here, but that Sierra here would be devastating with more bombs. That Water Monkey's not doing very much damage, actually.
It looks like he wants to remove the Daphnis. I want to say it's going to be his first unit choice, getting an additional turn again. Does he hammer away at the shield on Diana? It already has full attack bar.
I think he should be going after Daphnis here. The Vanessa is already reset, so Michaelyan is misplaying a little bit here, but I think that's okay. He's in such a commanding spot. Faintmemory really needs to get some luck going. This Verd needs a proc.
Landing that glancing onto Diana, not even allowing it to take additional turn. We see 2 stuns go out onto Vertiheal and Daphnis again.
And this Water Monkey stuns up 2 units, 2 key units here. This Daphnis has not been able to do anything this game. Unfortunate.
More turns coming from this Antares. Not looking good for Faintmem, losing that Daphnis.
Wow, and this Antares again has been going ham this game. Finally lands a bomb onto that Diana, so Faintmemory likely going to be losing 1 more unit right now.
Chooses to set it off. Big stun goes on to that Diana again. Another stun from the Water Monkey King onto Diana. Not looking good. Reapplying that glancing as well.
And Faintmemory has not gotten a single proc on his units. It's like they're telling him we want to stay in Canada. They do not want to come to the America's Cup here. So
Michaelyan still trying to finish off this Diana. And there we go. Faintmemory able to drop a unit finally.
And Faintmemory doing the smart play of throwing up the shields here. Needs to resist some bombs or he's in trouble. But if he can resist, he's okay.
There's some resistance right there. Bomb gets resisted onto Vanessa.
And that's a very tanky Diana. It's been able to withstand so many auto attacks.
There's so many additional turns from this Antares and finally finishes off the Diana.
This Antares has procced way too many times this game for Faintmemory. But great for Michaelyan, but Faintmemory in a really rough spot here.
Definitely in a really rough spot with all the turns all the turns Antares is taking and this Water Monkey King. It is not looking good for Faintmem.
That luck meter again from Faintmemory was at a 1 and it's now completely gone. Faintmemory's dealing with a pentagon instead of hexagon.
There it is. Michaelyan taking round 1 from Faintmem.
Great job, Michaelyan, with a confident first win. Speaking of confidence, I feel like everybody is super confident bringing Diana into Antares today. We haven't seen a single ban on Antares with Diana on the field. What's changed?
Well, the difference is that with Diana, you do not need to transform. You can choose not to and just throw up shields, so it's perfectly fine to have a Diana versus Antares. You don't have to transform every time. But Michaelyan, with that Antares, normally they don't proc that much.
That's true. That
was a lot of procs.
That was an edge case for sure.
That was like Violent plus Despair plus whatever invisible runes are on it came into play here, and this Antares just kept going ham. Way too much for Faintmemory to handle, and that Water Monkey just stunning up everything. That's like triple Despair, triple Violent. You just can't beat that.
That was incredible, and I heard you name drop a Covenant in the beginning. Does Michaelyan have a Covenant ready for SWC?
He does not. I know Faintmemory and I both love to use that unit. We've used it against each other. That's a unit that threatens kill off the bat. But Michaelyan probably playing, as we see, very standard here. So Sierras, Frans, Gannies, Water Monkeys, and then, of course, stunning everything and proccing all the time.
That's very true. Well, we've got Faintmem and Michaelyan ready in the pick ban phase for round 2. Take it away, guys.
Here we go, guys. Round 2 between Faintmemory and Michaelyan. Can Faintmemory get some RNG in this second match? Man, he really needs something to get things going because he does not want to get bumped down to that lower bracket.
And Michaelyan here making the smart decision of pre-banning Vanessa, knowing that it's something that Faintmemory loves to leverage. Faintmemory has seen enough of this Water Monkey, decides to take it off the field because that thing kept his Vertiheal locked down the entire game. We're going to see an Artemel this game. Faintmemory loves to take a test into it, so I think we're going to see these units at some point here.
So let's see if Michaelyan digs into Faintmem's box, stakes the Ganymede away from him and locks that in.
Locks it in, and Faintmemory may not take the Hathor because he probably knows Michaelyan does not have a Hathor. So he actually goes with the Daphnis early, keeping in mind that Michaelyan did not actually have too many Will runes. So interesting choice here, but at the same time, we know that Ganny was on Will.
Yep, I do like Michaelyan taking that Vertiheal away from Faintmem. Not looking good. I know Faintmemory really likes that Vertiheal in his team.
And actually, if Faintmem had access to Water Monkey at this point, this would be a great pick into Michaelyan's lineup. Does not. So we're probably going to see definitely a Tessarian lock. I think we're going to see a Tessarian lock and maybe some form of damage dealer. Or completing the Hathor and a Lucia.
Lucia, really? So he's gaining control in his side.
So Faintmemory choose, actually I've seen him use a Lucia a lot when we scrimmed this morning. He uses it into Verds a lot. So he's definitely leaving the Verd in, and it basically does that 2-turn sleep and controls it. Michaelyan going with the speed control. Very aggressive draft.
Yeah, that Triton. Interesting to see that Triton. He has that speed lead with the CR as well.
Wow, and Faintmemory responds with just another aggressive draft in that Dover. I think we're going to see likely and actually a ban on the Triton, because that presents a lot of volatility that Faintmemory does not want to deal with, and he wants to control and do a lot of damage. So with this ban, Faintmemory is probably going to be banning the Triton. Michaelyan at this point is under a deadlock with AoE and lots of control. So he's actually, I favor Faintmemory's side a lot here.
I would favor him as well. I love that Dover draft. Those bombs can do a lot of damage on Michaelyan's side. He can definitely let that Ada through. Oh, and that was a ban onto Dover. Interesting ban there.
Michaelyan is not on Will, so he's going to go to sleep off the bat. So let's see if Faintmemory can punish that.
Here we go, guys. Round 2, Faintmem, Michaelyan. Can Faintmem gain a little bit of RNG and take one from Michaelyan? Michaelyan taking first turn with the Verti-Heal. Michaelyan's
Verti-Heal likely on Swift, and it's on Will. So let's see if Faintmemory realizes that and punishes this Vert and lays damage into it.
Oh, we got a bomb coming out onto Lucia. Lands, and he's going to set that right off.
Actually, Michaelyan's got some very fast runes here. He's going to be going to sleep, but that Ganymede and that Vert both outsped Faintmem's 300+ Fran here. So Michaelyan's showing some very good rune quality early on.
Is he going to go for a Despair? No, goes for the pure damage onto Lucia.
Yeah, this is Lucia under a lot of threat here. Faintmemory needs to land his sleeps.
There's the AoE sleep, does not land on the Verti-Heal. Not sure that's too bad. Here comes some damage coming from Daphnis. Pretty solid damage on the Verti-Heal. He does have a little bit of sustain on his team.
And that's a very squishy Verti-Heal there. 20k basically almost eliminated it. This Lucia needs to heal itself. Oh, it just dies to the auto attack.
Finishes off the Verti-Heal.
And Faintmemory picks up that Lucia as soon as possible. This Lucia also has massive heals. Love this unit here. Faintmemory is going to use a Lucia to lock down this Artemil for the entirety of the game here.
There is plenty of sustain on Faintmem's team. Might be what really wins him this match. We see Ciara Bioproc out of the stun.
Very big Bioproc here because that Ciara now has a bomb next turn, so Faintmemory needs to save a cleanse for that.
There's that sleep going on to Ada. 2-turn sleep, holding him back.
And actually very smartly chooses to boost the Daphnis for another Hellfire nuke. Most people would have gone to sleep the Daphnis. Smart play by Faintmemory.
Even more damage going out to Ciara. We see a lot of damage coming from this Daphnis.
A lot of damage coming to Daphnis. Daphnis at full health. Faintmemory actually looking super strong here.
Really is. Could not apply a glancing effect. Gets the attack break onto Ciara and puts it right to sleep.
And Ciara does not proc there somehow. So Ciara's basically going to be going down, and we're going to be looking at Artemil versus Faintmemory's control and heal team. There's no way Michaelyan comes back to this.
Ooh, big freeze on the Ganymede. He's going to go and get his immunity up, attack buffs up. He's going to finish that Ciara here.
He's going to finish that Ciara. That's going down. He's going to go after the Artemil now because the Ganny's frozen. But at this point, Faintmemory can almost press that auto button.
Almost. He's going to lock everybody down, putting everybody to sleep here, reducing all attack bars as well. I think he does not continue going down to Ada.
No.
Swap to that Ganny.
Arda's too tanky. He's just going to let the attack percent up and HP down do its work. He's going to lay in damage. He can press the auto, but I think he's being a gentleman and not doing it here. Very classy by Faintmemory.
Yep, there he is finishing off that Ganymede, waking up the Ada. He can put it right down again, and he does.
And that's a lot of damage actually from the skill 3 of the Elucia here. Again, this Artemil being slowly worked out, but Michaelyan knows the power of Artemil and does not want to give up, even though it is completely over.
Yep, chose not to reset yet. He wants to get his health bar just down a little more before he applies that reset.
Yeah, and Artemil, again, not stunning as we've seen all the Artemils do, so unfortunately not getting that, but this is pretty over here. Faintmemory's got this.
Yeah, Faintmemory has a ton of sustain on his team and some damage as well. Michaelyan taking his time to figure out how to draft next round.
Yeah, and if he's probably thinking, how did he win the first game and how can he draft those same monsters again is probably what he wants to do.
I might build one of these units. It's really nice to get those freezes on that first skill. And there it is, Michaelyan concedes Faintmemory taking round 2.
Faintmem evens it up. We are going to a round 3. Michaelyan had some great early tempo, but Faintmemory had just this incredible mix of damage and control. It was a really unique draft. I liked it a lot.
And sustain as well. I love it when you can get all 3 of those. If you can gain the control, you can have that sustain as well. You are safe. And that auto button, you can honestly push at that point.
I mean, definitely that probably got pushed there. I don't know. But that Elucia providing a lot of control, a lot of heals, and surviving that onslaught from Ciara allowed Faintmemory to stay in the game. Michaelyan Yan kind of went all in without immunity, allowing himself to be slept by a Hathor. Basically just said, I don't really want to win this game, or I want to sleep for 2 turns on every unit while you tee off on me, is essentially what that draft
He was tired. He was tired. He needed to go to sleep.
I guess he wants to see a game 3. We want to see a game 3,
Yeah,
so
we
it works
do.
out.
Yeah, we got round 3 ready right now. They're in the pick ban phase. Guys, let's see round 3 of match 2. Faintmem versus Michaelyan.
Guys, Faintmem, Michaelyan. It's getting exciting, guys. Getting exciting. Can Faintmem take it, or does Michaelyan move forward?
I would not be surprised to see Faintmem leave the Artemail on the table, because that Water Monkey has been shown to be so lucky, and he's actually not scared. That Artemail did absolutely nothing that last game. So I could see Faintmemory leaving that Artemail in. 50-50 chance of him leaving it or not, and Michaelyan definitely pre-banning the Hathor here.
Ooh, there it is. There's a pre-ban on the Hathor and eliminating that Vertial, just like you said.
Yeah, and having scrimmed against Faintmemory a lot of times, I know he is not worried about Artemail very much. So he definitely leaves it in the hands of Michaelyan, knowing that he's likely either going to ban it or just totally destroy it. So he takes Michaelyan's Ganymede first.
I like taking that Ganymede away from Michaelyan. I think that's a very good decision on Faintmem's side.
I think so too, I agree, because if Michaelyan goes with that Fran and maybe a Sierra or a Vanessa here, Faintmemory has a Daphnis ready and waiting to snipe out a unit. So
I could see Michaelyan taking a Vanessa first.
I think he's going to take the Vanessa and Fran. Oh, goes with the Artemail first.
Brings out the Ada first with the Fran as well. Familiar draft for me.
Familiar draft for you. I highly disagree with it, Michaelyan, because he has no Ragdoll backing this up and leaves him wide open and lets Faintmemory take that Vanessa, that very consistent unit, and that Daphnis.
I love Faintmem's draft right now.
And I think Michaelyan here should take the Water Monkey, because Faintmemory is very weak to the Water Monkey. So I think we're going to see a Water Monkey, and I know he likes to take a Sierra. I don't think Sierra is the right pick here, but I think he's going to take it for some reason, because people usually like to counter speed lead with speed lead. So we're likely going to see a Water Monkey and Sierra.
There it is. There's that Water Monkey and Sierra. I like the draft now. It's getting better on Michaelyan's side. Faintmem's going to respond, though, with a little bit more control, I think.
We see the Jamire. I love this play. It tells me that Faintmemory's gonna take first turn and that Jamire does a lot of damage. And this is a lot of resets, a lot of damage, a lot of Okeanos, Rain of Stones. Great way to polish off this draft.
Is Michaelyan gonna respond with another speed lead? Is it possible?
Michaelyan needs actually like some sort of a Josephine pick here to counter the infinite control from Gani Okeanos. Is almost as threatening as Gani Hathor. Goes with his own Lucia, telling Faintmemory that if you use it, I can use it too.
Ooh, I like this. I like that he brought that unit out. I still kind of favor Faintmem's draft, though.
Yeah, I don't like Lucia here, because Lucia is likely to be controlled up by this Okeanos or Gani, so it may not do anything this game here. But Faintmemory's scared of that, or just content to play Michaelyan's 4 and chooses to take out the volatility that Lucia brings.
All right, guys, here we go. This is going to be round 3. Faintmemory and Michaelyan. Winner moves forward. All right, we see Michaelyan with that really fast Water Monkey King. No stuns go out onto the field, but he gets AoE stunned up.
And does not stun the Fran. So Michaelyan, not believing in Will Runes, actually comes to his advantage. Fran actually resists the Daphnis. So Michaelyan, super lucky, but in a weird spot, because if he buffs, he is losing a unit next turn.
And he chose not to. Interesting. So that was nice. That was a very good decision there by doing that. He cleansed up his Sierra, so Sierra's gonna get a bomb out onto the field, unless it got reset by that AoE overwhelm.
Faintmemory's in a rough spot. He had to use Illusion of Time from the Jamire here. Sierra was reset, so lucky for Faintmemory, and Faintmemory does have another stun coming from Okeanos, so good position to be in.
There's that defense break onto Sierra, not looking good. He can go for an AoE stun, locking everybody down. Does he do it?
Does not get
it on Fran.
It's on Fran, but he has the Daphnis Hellfire coming up, and he will do it onto this Sierra and knock it out here.
That's another resist by Fran. Fran continually resisting everything coming at her.
That Fran on triple tolerance. Lots of resist there. And then, of course, we see that this Sierra goes down. No surprise there.
That's right. Daphnis finishing off that Sierra with huge damage coming from Faintmem.
So Faintmem needs to focus this Water Monkey down. That is the source of volatility. And this Water Monkey, if it stuns Faintmem's entire team, could actually win Michaelyan the game. It is not over.
Ooh, Faintmem getting some Vile procs here. We're going to see some damage coming from this Water Monkey King. Does he choose to go on? He goes right to Vanessa with it.
And Faintmemory at this point here needs to get through this Water Monkey, but Water Monkey has an invincibility up.
Yeah, Michaelyan also has the sustain on his team. I'd give the control to Faintmemory, though. We see that additional turn coming out from Fran.
And this Jamire needs some proc here. He needs to have the ability to give his team extra cooldowns, but has not gotten so. And this is a lot of damage coming onto the Vanessa.
Yeah, Michaelyan really trying to work down that Vanessa. Big despair stun onto Vanessa.
And at this point here, Vanessa's almost gone. That's a attack buffed Water Monkey that does very little.
He chose to go after that Okeanos, though. I feel like he should have hammered away at the Vanessa.
Yeah, not sure about that play there, but Michaelyan, I guess, with the Artemel, very confident as always. Faintmemory needs to take out this Water Monkey.
Ooh, no attack break goes out onto the Fran. I think he missed it onto the Fran.
And at this point, does Michaelyan heal the Fran? I think you heal the Fran for consistency here.
Oh, does he get AoE stuns out here on Faintmem? Gets 2 stuns, and he keeps the Vanessa down and also stuns up that Jamire.
But does not stun up the Daphnis, and the Daphnis has the ability to overwhelm, but does not get it on the Water Monkey.
Man, so much RNG, so much resistance on Michaelyan's side.
Big mistake here. He just gave himself a shield for that Daphnis to nuke, so do not agree with Michaelyan's play. Faintmemory will punish this.
There we go. He does get that reset on the Fran. There's the defense break. Does he finish off Water Monkey? And he does so. Ada does return to Spear Stun the Daphnis.
The LD Nat 5 showing why it is so feared. This Jamire does have skill 3 up though, so he will be able to illusions of time, but I think we're going to be losing this Daphnis here. That might be the end of Faintmemory.
And that's it. He drops the Daphnis. Not looking good for Faintmem. So much sustain on Michaelyan's side.
Michaelyan with the Artemel can pretty much hit the auto button because that's what Artemel users do. And Faintmemory really on the back foot, needs to proc a lot on this Jamire.
He needs to proc a lot. Now, this match weighs heavily in Michaelyan's side. The scaling does so well for him. With attack going up, HP going down, Fran's heals get even stronger, and the defense does not get affected on Ada.
That's correct. Faintmemory needs to drop the Fran and actually will do so with the Okeanos, but gets stuck.
Oh, what a powerful unit, able to get 2 despair stuns on the Jamire and the Okeanos. Man, Faintmemory's still trying to hammer away at this Fran. Another despair stun on Okeanos.
Super unlucky by Faintmemory getting despair stun 3 out of 3 times by this Artemel here. There's no way Jamire is coming back. This Artemel is too powerful.
And sustain comes back. Michaelyan taking round 3 from Faintmemory.
Michaelyan with an incredible win. He had so much sustain. That Artemio was too strong for him. What is the resistance on that Fran, or what is the accuracy on that Oki? I've got those 2 questions.
It's more, we know that Okeanos has a lot of accuracy. Every G3 player builds their Okeanos on high accuracy, but we know that Faintmemory's luck meter just disappeared, was not able to get that Fran, and ate 3 despair stuns at the end from Artemel, despite Michaelyan misplaying with that Water Monkey, allowing Faintmemory to knock it down with Daphnis and Hellfire and punish him. Apparently wasn't enough because Artemel was just able to just overpower Faintmemory.
That's right, and Shiho was actually he was my MVP of that team until, of course, he got destroyed by the by the Daphnis later in the game. But yeah, and I wanted to ask you, Stoic, so as an Artemio owner yourself, how do you feel about picking Artemio so early in a draft?
Honestly, like, when you see that Ada drafted there, it's just kind of like, I want to see more of their draft before I throw some, because Ada works in almost any comp. So when you see that Ada being thrown out there, he wants to save those other 3 roles to counter and see what he drafts after that.
Yeah, exactly. I still don't agree with it early on, though, because I think he could take it later, knowing that Faintmemory doesn't have it, and fight Faintmemory for that Vanessa, which Faintmemory instantly snapped up and took.
I think in SWC, it's more important to dig into your opponent's box than it is to throw up there and then counter. I think it's so much more important to steal than to just, be ready to counter.
Of course, Artemel being so strong, it didn't matter. Anyway, maybe Faintmemory should have chosen to ban the Arda over the Elucia here.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good choice, too, because it's a lot of sustain to overcome in the late game. Guys, we've already seen 2 incredible matches. We've got a 3rd one, the winner's match, to determine the first winner of the day, coming up right after this short break.
I watched your YouTube video, your casting call, and I don't think I saw any of yours.
I can find some for you.
Stoic Curtis, I believe his name is.
Yes,
for a guy that came up as well.
play-by-play, yeah. And he lives out in the East Coast, so he'll be here in next Friday. Yeah.
So, what makes you want to get into casting, then?
Well, I mean, I play people all the time, right?
Okay.
But casting to me is a way to kind of share, right? Like if I'm playing one person. I'm not explaining my thought process or what should be going on. And I think like from a casting point of view, you can share a lot more and teach the audience.
It seems that in all games, the the common principle of making it an entertaining show is allowing yourself into it, which your stream is yourself. And if the person isn't doing a good enough job of explaining it to me, then what's keeping me engaged, right?
Correct.
I think a lot of people fall into the trap of, I'm supposed to be the expert, so I'm going to be the expert 24 hours a day. Being the smartest person in the room is not necessarily being the best caster in the room.
Right.
It's pretty clear to us, like, he's the play-by-play, I'm the color. So, like, in terms
agree.
of, like, we get that dynamic. So.
If you don't put yourself and your personality into the cast, no one is going to remember you for what you're saying. Like if you make a really excellent, like, high-level analysis, the amount of people that react to that is often very small compared to if you, like, hit a good joke.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Because the population size that understands what you're saying is so small.
Now we are here.
Yeah,
like
yep,
we are
it's
at
all
the
led up to this
we
point.
are like at the apex. We're in this beautiful arena. You can see all the crowd is here. We have people watching at home. Thank you for watching. This is happening today.
Yeah.
Like, it's your goddamn birthday. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Pretty impactful because if you're able to win that first battle, you put a lot of pressure on the other kill.
This, bam. This is where, like, now is the time. We're getting ready for game number 1. It is Lim Sang versus Why Cause I'm Mag. It's the first game of the Summoners World Championships. Let's get this thing going, you know what I mean?
So the first match in the Guild Arena battle, we only have 3 rounds today, so it's gonna go real quick. Don't blink.
So what I'm seeing when I'm watching Lim Sang is he looks visibly nervous. This is the seed of the story now. And it's adversarial, like, he's not nervous at all. You know what I mean? Like, he's not feeling it, so
you
like,
can
it's
talk
like,
about the player behavior as they're making certain
yeah,
things.
it's because it's you're telling a story, essentially. Like, the story is this guy wants to win.
Okay, I really need to see this bomb damage, okay?
Please, everybody, just, I really want to pay attention.
So they're already congratulating him. He's getting the pats, and it's a victory lap, you know, that kind of thing. The headphones are off, ladies and gentlemen. He is cruising to an easy victory. Blammo, he's looking around. Easy peasy.
They tell him to put it back on.
Yeah. Careful of competitive integrity there, friend. So and you know, when it's a foregone conclusion, it's a 3-0. You don't have to act like they just won the world championship. It's just like you just hit the nail once. Like, there it is. They take the 3-0 sweep, but you again, it's like you're building this pyramid of, you know, you get to the point and then you bang and then you bring it back down, and then you build again, and it's like, you know, keep going. And I think at this stage, the only thing we got to do now is go take a look at what you're doing on the stage. Do you guys want to go see the arena?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hell
Let's do
yeah.
it. That sounds great.
Absolutely.
All right.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah, let's go straight out. You have augmented reality. There's a robot camera back there. You can see it's all taped off. That thing's constantly moving.
This is mind-blowing, man.
It's huge. I mean, it is the best stage as far as I know in North America, at least the newest one in North America. Team graphics come up here, like, so, like the way that they have it in NPL is you'll have like all the different players' names, and then like their health, the weapons they're using. Like, it's very in-depth. Seriously, man, like they will take everything that you think you wouldn't even think of, and they'll give it to you. There is a lot that they can do with this place.
We're going to be announcing the next winner.
I love that they've got this taped down so you can't fall.
You likely won't be sitting.
Oh, cool. I'm down to stand.
But the boxes are there for height equalization.
Okay, cool.
So like if you have a guy who's stoic 6'4" or something like that, it's like your first day of school. That's so cute. So we'll go down this way to the observer room.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hi. Should be in familiar territory
That's
now.
where we won with Rogue. We found out my Hawthorne wasn't on bio.
That Fire Lich being banned. And then there we go. So we see the bans here, Fire Lich being banned, as makes a lot of sense.
But now, so Stoic, with the Fire Lich gone and Diana still in, where does that put Raigeki, considering that his counter to that unit is completely out the door? Stoic?
I'm sorry, I actually just missed that.
Oh,
So, yeah, don't be afraid to talk loudly.
yeah. So basically what I'm asking is, now that Antares is out the window, but the counter that he was trying to, or rather the unit he was trying to counter with him is still in the match, where does that put Raigeki in terms of like his advantage in the game?
None, apparently, as this water monkey gets provoked by this Josephine.
Yeah.
All right, Stoic, go after, buddy.
Yep, hold on. So defense break goes out onto the water monkey here. Does land that bio proc here. Diana chooses transform.
And if you notice, that's a huge defense break on Water Monkey King. Fire landing defense break on Water Monkey King. So Water Monkey's gonna die to zero auto attack here. So keep note of that. Raigeki's gonna lose his Water Monkey King very easily here.
And at some point, he has to figure out a way to work through Triana's passive right now. So Stoic, is Raigeki doing a good job of threat assessment? Is he focusing the right unit right now?
I think he definitely is.
I mean, Water Monkey King is a squishier unit on the other side. Diana's very tanky, Triana's tanky, and Hathor's tanky. Water Monkey King does a lot of damage, as you can see by how much damage it's done throughout the game. So that's definitely the target of choice. It's almost dead. Look to see that Popo Panda is going to isolate that unit, and that's his path to victory here.
You don't have to lean 100% on questions.
Yeah.
But like you essentially kind of take a slow step back into becoming more like punctuation, hype, energy. Like you add your insight. Don't be afraid to
So
not.
I can expand on
yeah,
stuff too.
yeah, or translate. So we
I was
like,
definitely taken back a little bit by the questions because I was ready to see who was possibly going first and then like what was going to happen. And then I was like, wait, questions? Like the match is about to start.
well, I mean, it's hard to bring somebody else in who's not in the room. So there's a hurdle, right?
Yeah. Right.
But having 3 becomes more of a, you're managing the different components. Everyone's got to get a small piece. You will have to work on it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the SWC 2019 America's Cup Group Stage C. My name is Evan, I'm still your host and I'm joined at the table by Stoic and Make It a Bud. How are you guys feeling?
Amazed.
Feeling overwhelmed here.
I know,
We're
I'm
seeing
a
an
little blown away.
interesting matchup in the losers bracket later.
I know.
That's gonna be crazy.
I know. We've seen 2 incredible games so far. If you're just joining us, I highly recommend you scope them out later today. We'll actually be showing highlights soon of what we've been seeing. We've got Truffle Salad versus Michaelyan coming up in the winners match. We've seen TopaV get 2-0'd, unfortunately, and we've seen Michaelyan make an incredible play all the way through Faintmemory. This has been a crazy group stage so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights of what we've seen so far.
So here we see Truffle Salad versus TopaV, and TopaV's Daphnis actually not landing on that Sierra though, so he's getting punished at this situation. And Truffle Salad, that Antares later, is going to be able to take over the game. TopaV actually, with this Diana, having lots of luck, but just not enough, I guess, to take over the game.
Yeah, that was a match where I really do think Antares should have been the banned unit, and it wasn't the banned unit. Man, if you give that slack to Antares, he'll take a mile for sure.
Exactly, and in this game here, Amdot getting that pretty much full team stun on TopaV's team. And then basically taking out TopaV with the damage from that Ciara.
Yep, here's all that Faintmemory match between Michaelyan. This first one, though, was good for Faintmem.
Definitely. Well, Faintmem lost that first game there, but Faintmem was controlled by that Water Monkey, so we saw that pre-ban coming out later where he pre-banned that Water Monkey. He did come back 1-1, but unfortunately in the last game, just too many despair stuns from that Artemel just took over.
A lot of despair stuns from Ada. Ada really showed how well he scales late game with that Fran.
Yeah, and Faintmemory here opted to ban the Elucia instead of the Artemel, ultimately being punished a little bit for it later in the game here. Was able to take out Ciara's, but at the same point, again, that Artemel just being too powerful of a unit and just despair stunning everything and bruisering everything in the game here.
Yep, that's right. I mean, if he had a little bit of sustain to go with that Daphnis, maybe he would have had a little bit of edge in that match.
Correct. Just the no sustain, Jemire not providing sustain, but a lot more offensive output, but not enough into Artemel, which is just basically a stone wall that heal, stun, strips, and
exactly. It's the 4. It's the 4 package, right?
Does everything that you need in the game, and you know, Michaelyan basically being able to abuse that unit.
That's a high wall to climb to have to overcome an Artemio and a Fran in the late game. It's near impossible. We've got Truffle Salad and Michaelyan coming up in the winners match. Let's go ahead and get to know these players a little bit better through their player profiles.
So we see here Michaelyan, as we've noted, he loves to use that Artemel, and at the same time does have some very good runes on that Shiho, with that Sierra, with that Ganymede, very fast runes. Overall, very strong lineup.
All right, we've got his competitor, Truffle Salad. Big shout out to the Salad Gang.
Salad Gang.
Good luck to all you guys and Truffle Salad out there as well. Let's see if he can come out on top with Michaelyan, or can Michaelyan upset the Salad Gang? We're gonna find out shortly, guys.
I heard Michaelyan doesn't eat salad. He's not a salad fan. And here's some of that data from RTA Season 9. Most picked, most banned, and most banned against. Does anything stand out to you?
What stands out to me, again, it's going to be the balance between Hathor and Artemel here. Truffle Salad here obviously does not have Artemel. Michaelyan does not see Hathor. So we're going to see a very similar matchup of Faintmemory versus Michaelyan, but at the same time, Truffle Salad uses a very different type of style.
Wow, does nobody have Hathor? Yeah, nobody has Hathor anymore, huh?
Truffle Salad definitely should have a Hathor, so
he just likes to ban it. He just likes to ban it. There we go, guys. We got them ready and rating in the pick ban phase for winners match, round 1. Take it away, guys.
Here we go. Winner goes to SWC in LA. Can Truffle Salad do it, or can Michaelyan do it? We're gonna find out shortly.
Truffle Salad with that first pick, and they are well aware of what's in each other's boxes here. So Artemel being the pre-ban, Hathor being the pre-ban, similar to that Faintmemory match. And I think Truffle Salad will take that Ganymede away from Michaelyan. Michaelyan has shown a very strong Ganymede in the other match.
Definitely should be taking this Ganymede away from Michaelyan. I think that's the move to make here.
So Truffle Salad opted not to do that, so Michaelyan will definitely take the Ganny here and likely take a speed lead of some sort. Maybe it's a Vanessa, or takes the Vertihile, which is a perfectly fine unit, quite good into Fran, and at the same time just enables Michaelyan's entire team to take a million turns.
Yep, definitely like that Ganymede Vert draft. I do agree taking Fran first. I know that takes out of each other's boxes, taking that Fran in there. They both like to draft that a lot. Truffle Salad Salad showing the CR right
and
now.
should take a Water Monkey as well. Michaelyan does not have immunity. Water Monkey would be very powerful against Michaelyan, so we'll see if Truffle Salad takes this advice here. Does take the Water Monkey, so Sierra with a lot of aggression and speed lead, and Water Monkey with a lot of control and the ability to stun the entire team as we've seen.
And attack buffed as well. Looking good for Truffle Salad. He is showing that aggressive for sure. Michaelyan, can he go the control route or can he out-aggressive?
I think Michaelyan has to go with a Diana at this point here. Some ability to be able to do damage. Goes Ethna is also perfectly fine here. Triana a bit of an odd unit, but also fine, does very well against Water Monkeys and sometimes against Sierras.
I think he's trying to withstand the damage coming from that CR. I think he might be letting CR through. CR is definitely not going to be the ban on Truffle Salad's side.
Truffle Salad actually opting for the Vanessa here, taking away the Vanessa-Triana combo that Michaelyan could present. So very good counter pick, even though he has two very slow speed leads. This is actually a great pick here. Last pick, likely another, there we go, a control unit here from Okeanos, so he has the ability to reset and stun.
And I like that Okeanos last pick there. It's definitely looking like Truffle Salad may have the control of this match. Michaelyan going the bruiser route, bringing out that Aega.
Interesting Aegir pick. The Aegir pick tells me he should be thinking about banning Sierra here because Sierra absolutely chews through Aegers. But at the same time, we may see some sort of a Vanessa or other ban. Aegir is kind of a weird pick here, but he does ban the Sierra as predicted, and Truffle Salad does not want to deal with a proccing Aegir. So chooses to ban out the 5th unit. I think in this draft here, we do favor Truffle Salad's side. I favor it a tiny bit, but if Michaelyan is able to proc a few times on this Verd, it could be totally different.
I think I'd have to give it to Salad Gang as well. I'm pretty sure they have this one over Michaelyan. I like how aggressive Truffle Salad's team here. Michaelyan looking for turn 2, so we're going to definitely see Truffle Salad taking first turn with his Okeanos.
And again, that Verd, how very fast it's on Swift and it's on Will. We'll see if Truffle Salad can punish it, but Truffle Salad going for the reset on Ethna. Not sure if that makes sense because Michaelyan can then just reset the Ethna and go again.
That's right, ton of damage going out on the Verd. Heal goes for a second skill, stun on the Verd as well.
Very lucky stun here, so stunning the Verd so that Michaelyan's team does not get that attack bar boost.
He's gonna probably ventilate that Ethna, does ventilate that Ethna. We're gonna see a defense break coming out.
So Truffle Salad basically reset that Ethna for no reason at all, but that's a squishy Verdahile. He picks up on that and is punishing that Verd.
Definitely is a squishy Verdahile. Gets the strip and the stun on a Water Monkey King. Cleansing himself up, getting that immunity up, stopping that Rain of Stones from coming out.
And again, no fear of that Verd revenge procking because we know that it was on Will. So Truffle Salad making the right plays. Very good observations here. Ganymede doing absolutely very little in this game. Not able to do much at all right now.
Sending that glancing on a Water Monkey King, looking for either Despair Stun or a Defense Break on him. Gets that Despair Stun, no Defense Break on a Water Monkey King. He's gonna cleanse that up.
So Water Monkey King here needs to do a lot of damage. Actually, Michaelyan's team is wide open. And so we'll see if Truffle Salad's able to capitalize on this, but this Verd is gonna boost the entire team up. Truffle Salad needs a proc on this Water Monkey to take out the Verd.
That's right, Michaelyan showing he wants to get rid of Fran. First, we get an additional turn, come from Water Monkey King. He's gonna finish off that Verdi heal.
Very fortunate proc there.
Yep, very fortunate proc. Was able to burn right through the passive of Triana.
Truffle Salad looking absolutely incredible here. Needs to take out that Ethna next because Ganys and Trianas are typically very tanky. Once he takes out that Ethna, he can hit the auto button.
Yep, he was lucky enough to get that additional turn with Triana getting the immunity up, stopping that Rain of Stones coming out. Big Despair Stun on the Vanessa and the Okeanos.
And at the same time, you have a lot of defense breaks, so this Ethna's going to be doing a ton of damage.
Oh, a lot of damage coming from. We have a defense break sitting on Fran. Finishes off that Fran with Triana.
So Truffle Salad needs to get another proc, does not get it, but does have Okeanos Rain of Stones.
There it is, AoE Rain of Stones goes out, gets everybody with it. He's able to get that additional turn, has a reset up, chooses the reset. Triana so does not have that immunity and heal coming up. We see the ventilate though, goes right on to Triana.
And actually this Ethna is quite tanky. Truffle Salad with a water damage deal and Water Monkey is gonna have to take quite a few shots to kill this Ethna.
Goes for Shatter, gets the defense break on Okeanos. Okeanos can pass that defense break though.
But Ethna did not get very much attack bar from that, so actually at this point here, Truffle Salad still looks good. Needs to get a couple stuns here.
Gets the stun onto Ganymede, lucky enough, but he does have the cleanse up on Michaelyan's side.
Yeah, and Ganymede at this point is gonna have Sealed Magic coming up soon, so Truffle Salad needs to take advantage of that window and down the Ethna.
Does not pass the defense break with Okeanos, though.
Does not pass the defense break. Terribly unlucky. So that Ethna's going to live quite a bit longer here.
Yep, and we do have the Triana. Triana still has her passive up. Shouter's coming out. Any Despair Stuns? No Despair Stuns. We see the defense breaks on a Water Monkey King. Okeanos double stuns on an Ethna and Ganymede.
And Ganymede does not proc. He needs to go and reset this Ethna to get through that passive.
There it is. Finishes off that Ethna with the 1-2 hit right through that passive on Triana.
And Michaelyan punching right back and finishing off that Water Monkey King. So we're going to see 2 fire versus 2 wind here. Truffle Salad with a lot more damage on his side, but that Michaelyan's Triana does a lot of damage.
Yep, Michaelyan has a lot of control with his team, but you could say the same thing with Truffle Salad.
Yeah, and Truffle Salad has picked up on the fact that that Triana might be on crit damage, so he's going for it.
He's definitely trying to work down that. Triana now want to eliminate the unit with sustain. We see a big sleep coming in, additional turn. No sleep onto the Okeanos.
The luckiest Triana in the world, as if getting an Artemel was not enough luck on the account. He is able to proc and sleep that Vanessa.
And then he gets more sustain onto the field. We see the reset coming out onto Ganymede. Ganymede still staying strong though. Goes for the glancing onto Vanessa. That was the right decision to make. Does not land that defense break onto Ganymede. Not looking good for Truffle Salad. He really needs to land those skills.
I'm not sure about that Rain of Stones there because Triana does not have immunity up and should have waited and just passed that glancing. So mistake by Truffle Salad hopefully does not cost him, but we'll see here.
There's the defense break, no additional turn as well. Okeanos should be able to finish off this Ganymede here.
No, Triana does have a passive up, so he will just proc the passive of Triana here. So we'll see if Triana does cleanse it, but this is down to the wire.
Really is down to the wire. He really needs to work down this Vanessa. There's the glancing. There's the additional turn. Does not finish off. Ganymede still standing tall.
He's going to Spirit Devastation for the additional hit, but does not get the kill. Ganymede does have Sealed Magic up. Michaelyan probably takes this. Oh, does not have Sealed Magic, so never mind. The Truffle Salad probably takes this here.
Oh, man. Oh, and the additional turn as well. Needs the defense break. Still not landing any defense breaks here. And Michaelyan's definitely going to take out this Triana, this Vanessa.
And Michaelyan should be going for this Vanessa here, chooses not to.
Oh, he chose to go for sustain instead.
So Michaelyan, or Truffle Salad, able to pummel him tons of damage, and Michaelyan getting punished for that misplay of healing Triana instead of going for it.
Oh, and there it is. Truffle Salad taking round 1 from Michaelyan.
That's one for the Salad Gang on the table. He's one step closer to that ticket at the end of this match to America's Cup. Would things have gone differently if he had just hit the Vanessa instead with the Triana?
You would definitely eliminate the Vanessa and eliminate the potential for it to do damage. I still like Truffle Salad side with the Okeanos versus the Triana, but at the very least, you're able to proc bomb that Triana. But by letting that Vanessa through, letting it live another turn and smack you in the face one more time, that Triana didn't live to see another turn. Big mistake by Michaelyan. That cost him a game and ultimately may send him down to the loser's bracket later.
That's true. We'll have to see if he can adapt in round 2 of Winner Match again. If Truffle Salad wins this one, he gets a ticket to America's Cup. Take it away for the pick ban phase, guys.
Here we go, guys. Truffle Salad, Michaelyan. Can we get the 2-0 for Salad Gang? We're going to find out. Or can Michaelyan stay alive?
Truffle Salad fighting for the opportunity to start the visa process to come to the US. Let's see if he can get that going here. Takes out the Fran pre-ban and Michaelyan pre-banning the Vanessa. So we're going to see Hathor and Artemel in play this game.
All right, Michaelyan's got first turn. What does he take away from Truffle Salad? Are we
Probably
going to see the Ganymede?
It's got to be the Ganymede. Michaelyan has a very fast Ganymede. Truffle Salad, I think, should be thinking about taking Verd early and just pre-banning, in his mind, pre-banning the Artemel because that unit is too powerful. And so he should be taking the Verd away and probably taking a speed lead is perfectly fine with that Sierra pick. Does leave him open to Daphneses, but we have not seen Michaelyan take that Daphnes at all yet.
Yep, not yet. Would be a good draft for the both of them, though.
It definitely would be on either side. Actually goes with the Hathor early. Maybe he doesn't know that Michaelyan doesn't have a Hathor. Either way, he might get punished for that because we're going to see Michaelyan take a Verd early because that's quite a fast Verd. So I anticipate seeing that Verd come out. Maybe not a Water Monkey, but we're going to see maybe the Artemel and the Verd come out because Artemel's great in any part of the draft. And Verd is just, his Verd is a very good unit in this matchup.
Ooh, and there's the Verdia, like you said, and the Ethna as well. I do like the Ethna draft currently with what's being drafted right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The Ethna being able to stun up and also do a lot of damage. But at the same time, the Hathor and Okeanos that Truffle Salad is presenting is faster than the Ethna. So Ethna does present some weaknesses. I am actually not sure about the Ethna pick. I think it should have been Artemel because you can never go wrong slamming an LD unit down. Truffle Salad does go with more speed. I really like this, and I think he should take a... If he goes with Daphnis is a great pick here. It forces Michaelyan to strip and then reset it, or he's going to lose a unit.
Definitely like Truffle Salad's draft right now. He's showing the control on his team, and he's also showing the aggression with that Ciara and that Daphnis.
So Michaelyan, unfortunately for him, likely does not have a Josephine. Should be taking the Vanessa away, because if he doesn't, Truffle Salad should take a Vanessa. Michaelyan should be thinking about fighting for speed, because with the Swift Verd, you really need to get that first turn. Chooses to play the long game. Goes with an Alucia, and then obviously the Artemel.
Yep, definitely going to lock in that Ada for this last match. Does Truffle Salad listen? Is he going to go with the Vanessa or not?
He's definitely not after seeing these two, because he's no longer worried about getting first turn. So he's probably thinking either a Tessarian or some sort of a Rocky would be amazing. Some sort of way to deal with the Artemel if he's going to let it through, or just maybe if he's going to bring some sort of more damage. Goes with the Triana, which is a very safe but useless pick into the Vertihile.
Yeah, I don't like that Triana drafted on Truffle Salad's team. It almost looks like a panic pick right now because he had all that control. He's getting that turn one, and then to go with that Triana after that is like he's unsure of his draft all of a sudden with that Triana being drafted.
Yeah,
It's
not
like
sure.
that second turn buffer.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's also the fact that it also is very weak to multi-hit coming from Ethna, coming from the Vertihile. So not sure about that. Truffle Salad's main damage deal is that Daphnis, and Daphnises are typically squishy. So once that Daphnis goes down, Michaelyan can again jam that auto button and send, and be able to secure that victory here.
Yeah, exactly. Bans go out. Everybody goes with an accuracy leader skill in this match, and we're gonna see Michaelyan taking first turn with that Vertihile.
So maybe Truffle Salad should have taken a Vanessa instead, because Michaelyan's gonna be able to tee off, strip the Daphnis or the Hathor, and then reset from here.
Ooh, there's the stun onto Hathor. Hathor's gonna get reset here.
So giant, kind of a miss ban and miss pick from Truffle Salad's side. This Daphnis is not gonna be able to kill anything because there's no will runes on Michaelyan's side. He's not gonna do anything.
Does he choose his second skill? He might choose a second skill, or does he choose to go for Hellfire? Goes to the Hellfire. That is not a tanky Vertihile at all, but a big Despair Stun does go out onto Daphnis.
Not a tanky Verd, but that's a lot of attack bar coming from the Verd, so Michaelyan's entire team is going to be able to tee off on this Daphnis and just wipe it out before Truffle Salad gets a turn.
We see the Ventilate come out onto Ethna. Heal goes out onto Vertihile. It's definitely looking like Michaelyan may have favor right now. No Strip or Despair Stun going on to Okeanos.
So Michaelyan here, though, is desperate to get this Hathor down. I think he reset the Okeanos over the Hathor. Luckily does get that stun, which is highly unlucky for Truffle Salad.
That was a very lucky stun going against that Hathor. Able to get some Vile procs here as well. No glancing goes out onto Daphnis. First skill, can he get a sleep? He does land the sleep and the additional turn as well.
He needs to sleep that Ganny, because once this Verd boosts this Ganny, has sealed magic coming up, and Truffle Salad is going to be dead because he does not want to get his Hathor reset. This Ganymede is going to reset Hathor, and that's going to be the end for Truffle Salad.
There's the reset dumps. Not all attack bars, except Daphnis was able to get a turn here.
Yeah, Daphnis is going to eat it, though.
Big Despair Stun. He's going to cleanse that up, though, but that's it for the passive on Triana.
At this point here, Michaelyan's just going to go ham on this Daphnis here. Michaelyan can honestly jam that auto button, as we've talked about, best button in the game, with that Artemel and that Vertihile. There's nothing Truffle Salad can do here.
That's right, not looking good at all. He can ventilate the Ethna, get some skills up here, and he does so.
Or he could also hit the auto button. Truffle Salad Michaelyan could not give away this game if he tried to. That's how far ahead he is. It is absolutely over. This Artemel can solo 3 on his own, but Truffle Salad still believes he has a chance, so he is hanging in there.
Yeah, he's still trying to push for it. He wants to work down that Vertihile. I think this is where it's really important to start making sure you're attacking the correct units. I know he's got nothing he can do against this Ada. He does not have any defense breaks on the side. And then Ethna getting that great RNG, getting the 2 Despair Stuns onto Hathor and Okeanos.
And clearly with an Ethna like that, Despair Stunning 2 units, 2 critical units, there is definitely nothing Truffle Salad can do here. He's just biding his time and thinking about what he should have drafted instead of that Triana this game.
100% Truffle Salad. There it is. Michaelyan's gonna take a round 2 from Truffle Salad.
Michaelyan saying, yes, I would like a round 3. Thank you for asking. That was an incredible game. So you really didn't like that Hathor early making a bud, and I see why, because he basically made it so the Hathor didn't contribute anything to that game.
Well, I also didn't like it early because you don't have to take it early. Hathor is a great unit. Again, similar to Artemel, Ragdoll is good in most situations. But at the same time, it doesn't let him fight for another one of Michaelyan's units. I think he should have fought for that Vertihile, which took turn 1 from Michaelyan, in which we saw that he was able to take turn 1 because Truffle Salad somehow chose to take a Triana, overtaking a Vanessa or a different speed lead or some other way to counter that.
I think the Triana draft was a huge upset for Truffle Salad there. When you drafted that, it's almost like it was a panic. Honestly, it really did feel like a panic.
The timer went down. The timer went down.
Really low. Exactly. And he just needed to respond to the Ada. Ada should have been a ban if he wasn't going to bring a defense break out there. He was going to bring anything to handle it.
Right. But at this point here, I mean, that game is past us, and now we have one more game.
One more game. This is going to decide who goes to the America's Cup on August 31st. Let's get ready for round 3. Those players are ready and waiting in the pick ban phase.
Here we go. Truffle Salad, Michaelyan. Can who upset who? We're gonna find out. Pre-bans, as before, was the friend of Vanessa. New pre-bans are out. We have Ada and Hathor getting banned.
Same pre-bans as game 1. No surprise there. Michaelyan does not have a Hathor, and Artemel, one of the most broken units in the game, and Truffle Salad does not own it, so he has to pre-ban it. Truffle Salad is probably gonna take the Ganny first, like he should, but may opt for the Fran as he did in the first game. We'll see what he does. He does take that Fran first.
Snagging that Fran from Michaelyan.
Yeah, and at the same time, if he gave Michaelyan the Fran, it would negate the fact that Michaelyan's not on Will. Michaelyan does respond with the Ganymede and the Ciara.
Ganymede and Ciara, that's a pretty solid draft. We've seen that from Michaelyan in the past already, so kind of expected to see that coming from him.
Pretty solid here. I actually would not like to see Truffle Salad take the Daphnis. I want to see a Verd from Truffle Salad. I think that is the correct play. Vanessa's a great pick as well, but you need to have a Verd because Michaelyan does not believe in Will Runes. So Daphnis does not do very much against him.
Well, let's see if Truffle Salad picks up on that. He does take that Verd, like you said, and I do like the Vanessa draft in his team.
I do like it a lot. Michaelyan here, kind of in a weird spot. I think Water Monkey, again, very good pick here. And again, a Daphnis from Michaelyan would actually be very tough for Truffle Salad to deal with. We have not seen a Daphnis from him yet, though. We have seen Elucia.
Yeah, we've seen the Elucia, and we've seen the Water Monkey King, a strong Water Monkey King, a fast Water Monkey King coming from Michaelyan.
Yeah, we have seen a very fast and strong one coming from Michaelyan that stuns everything. And Truffle Salad likely going to take an Ethna, as we've seen. He opts for Ethna a lot of times over the Diana. Both units are perfectly fine here, but the Ethna is a very good pick, so we're going to see probably some sort of that. Josephine's a good pick into Lucia and Water Monkey King as well, but he needs some wind damage right now. So we'll see what he opts for. Goes with the Diana.
There's the Diana draft now. This is fair game. He could definitely lock in the Antares and Michaelyan's team. That would be a fine draft going into this.
Yeah, Michaelyan definitely, as you said, could draft Antares. It's very good against Vertihile and Diana. We've seen Michaelyan's Antares take 1,000,000 turns against TopaV, so this Antares is a special Antares. It is a Nat 6, so definitely makes sense why he would leverage that. And so at this point here, pretty even drafts overall. I would say that the bans here, from this point of view, pretty tough to call it, to be honest. I think the Antares likely needs to be the ban, but he takes out the Water Monkey, thinking that his friend's going to get banned. Great ban by Truffle Salad, knowing that that was the ban.
I think you may have read the ban in that one. Speed leads are going out, guys. We've got round 3, Truffle Salad, Michaelyan. Let's see who can go to LA. We've got Ganymede taking first turn for Michaelyan, getting that reset onto Josephine.
That's actually a very good reset to get off on that Josephine, because at this point here, Truffle Salad will be eating a sleep of the Elucia onto that Vertihile for a long time.
Nice defense break onto Ciara, was able to capitalize on it with another Vile proc, getting some damage. We're gonna see a bomb coming out, and no passive's gonna get procced by this Josephine.
Yeah, and he's gonna lay the bomb on the Vertihile, needs it down as soon as possible. Did not reset the Vanessa, so that's still up. Chooses to lay the shield because there is an Antares that had not procced. He knew it was coming.
There it is, Diana getting that turn. Antares getting that turn, able to put that Josephine to sleep as well, get an additional turn as well, and a freeze onto that Vertihile.
Such a good freeze, such a good proc from the Elucia.
Oh, we saw that additional turn from Ciara. Bomb gets resisted onto Diana, though.
Unfortunate, Ganymede there should be thinking about ventilating the Ciara, but does not do so.
We get another turn from Antares.
And this Ciara here, Elucia with that proc, all those skills on short cooldown, able to get
another additional turn from Ciara. Bomb lands on Diana now.
Actually, Truffle Salad is in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, man. He was able to Vile proc, and he just ate a bomb on that Diana as well. And he could reventilate the the water fairy so he can get the heal back onto the Ciara.
And that's exactly what he's doing, ventilating that to protect the Ciara, but at the same time, Trufflesalad Josephine quite slow, not able to get his passive back, and he's not able to get the Vertihile online, so great Lucia pick coming from Michaelyan doing work here.
Despair stuns coming from Michaelyan's Intaris. We're gonna see a stun coming out on Ganymede, does not receive it. We see some damage coming from Intaris. That's attack buff. Can he drop the Diana? Does not drop the Diana yet. I think he's gonna drop. No, he went for the reset onto Vanessa so that Diana would not get revived up. CR finishes off Diana.
Very solid play from Michaelyan. This Josephine does not proc, as we've seen all Josephines do. So Trufflesalad Josephine sitting there and the Vert sitting there. They're both not doing anything. Michaelyan has command of this game.
Michaelyan has a +10 on his Vile procking tower right now because he's getting so many additional turns.
Definitely getting a ton of turns here. That Lucia able to refresh cooldowns. Trufflesalad is going to have to stay in Canada just a little bit longer. Michaelyan is going to be flying out here because there's no way Michaelyan loses this at this point.
Making those safe plays, healing up that CR even though he really doesn't need it. Uses that first skill, trying to work down that Vanessa as well. Needs a defense break, does not land the defense break. It gets resisted.
Gets resisted, and once this Vert goes again, that Vanessa passive is down, that Vert is gone. So there's no way Trufflesalad can have Vanessa and Josephine win against this lineup of Michaelyan.
That's no stun on the water fairy. We got a turn coming right here. No freeze onto Vanessa. Here comes the Seal of Magic, dumping attack bars, making sure he does not have that passive up onto Josephine. Bomb goes out onto Josephine. Uses that first skill, does not want to take 2 units out with 1 hit. Big despair stun onto Vanessa. We're going to see another ventilate. No ventilate. He's just going to choose to first skill. Does not even set off the bombs. He's just letting this one run. Michaelyan taking this one from Truffle Shuffle, totally first skilling him up, and there it is for round 3.
Michaelyan with the first ticket to the America's Cup on August 31st. Salad Gang is crying right now, but that's not the end for Trufflesalad. We'll see him later on today in the losers bracket. Thank you so much for playing. Michaelyan with the surgical precision, deciding to pause before killing that Diana, making sure that Vanessa doesn't revive anybody, and also resetting the Josephine at all times.
I love Michaelyan's draft.
Yeah,
that was just a beautiful draft. Just knowing that against the Vertihile, this is something Faintmemory was testing on me in scrims. Lucia is so good in the Vertihile, and a lot of people like to leave Josephines off Will. And that's a reason for putting it on Will sometimes. It's that you can get reset by Ganymedes, and once you're reset and your Vert is slept and your Josephine is frozen, you're done. You're not moving, 2 units are down, and he's just going to pick you off, and that's exactly what he did there.
And what an end to that. Michaelyan, sir. Sir, we saw that.
Yeah,
we saw that at the end of that match.
Not setting off the bombs. He was waiting for it. He was letting it. He was just enjoying the time. I think you guys said it really well. Lucia has been super prevalent so far in this group stage. Do you guys like her? I dig her. I'm going to build one after this.
I think I'm going to build one now. I had no intentions of doing any Second Awaken units, and I've just been doing only runes. I am definitely going to be building one of those.
Yeah, I'm sold, to be totally honest with you.
I have one. I don't use it very much. Maybe I should use it.
After this, guys, we've got the results of the tournament thus far. Let's go ahead and see the results of the tournament. So here we go. We got an upset right away in match 1. Trufflesalad 2-0ing TopaV, moving forward into the winner's match. Then after that, we got to see Michaelyan with a 2-1 against Faintmemory, deciding who would be fighting in that winner's match in the first bracket. And Trufflesalad got 1 win right in the beginning, but then Michaelyan with the incredible 2-1 victory, thus securing his spot at the America's Cup. And here's the bracket that we've seen thus far. These guys, we have made it all the way through winner's bracket. Michaelyan has now advanced to the America's Cup, but we've got 1 more spot to fill, and that's going to be decided in that loser's bracket. Make it a bud. You said it so well earlier. We expected to see this TopaV versus Faintmem fight, but not in the loser's bracket.
Definitely not. I was thinking that this would be a winner's match showcase, and we would have seen a one-sided stomp from one of the players. But unfortunately, both of them being sent to the loser's bracket. And so we already know in the America's Cup, we're not going to see both of them there. Someone is staying home, and one of them has a chance to fight for his way. We may not even see any of these players.
I feel a little melancholy, to be totally honest. They were the favorites coming in.
They were the favorites.
They definitely were.
Guys, as a thank you for hanging out with us and spending your Saturday with us today, we got the first coupon code ready for you. It's going to be coming up at the bottom of the screen. Make sure to take a photo of it, redeem it as soon as humanly possible, and we'll have another one coming up later on. So guys, going into this match, TopaV versus Faintmem, who are you favoring right off the bat?
You know, I gotta really hope for TopaV. I want to see him do well. I really do. He is a tough match. A tough match going up against Faintmem.
I mean, I think Faintmem has the advantage here. The Yunhong is going to be banned and the Vanessa is going to be banned, but I think Faintmemory has a wider box, wider units to choose from. Scrimming with him this morning, he has a lot of toys. We're going to see some very fun units come out. TopaV, again, also has a very precision-based style of game, but I think Faintmemory kind of takes that and flips it on his head with some of the things he can do.
Faintmem is very good at finding what you rely on and taking it away from you, whether it's in the game or in that pick ban phase. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at these players' player profiles.
So we see Faintmemory here. This is a Ryok that he likes to use a lot. He is a very experienced player. Uses the traditional Ganny Hathor, but also has a lot of Bruiser and can mix into Daphnis with burst damage. Has no luck, as we've seen. It continues to have no luck. So we'll see that turns around.
Evaporate.
And then we've got TopaV. Now, TopaV's luck has honestly gone down a little bit after today, but we're going to see how he turns out. We know we're going to see some of that Yunhong action in that second match. That's probably going to get pre-banned in the first match. And then there's the Ganny Hathor that he really likes to draft. But Faintmemory knows that, and he's going to be digging into TopaV's unit pool.
We're finally seeing it. The match that we knew was going to happen, but didn't know it was going to be happening in the losers bracket. TopaV and Faintmemory are ready and waiting in the pick ban phase of losers match 1. Guys, take it away for that pick ban phase.
What an exciting loser bracket match we have. TopaV, Faintmemory. We're going to see some big plays right now coming from these two men. Pre-bans are going out. Yunhong, Vanessa, it's expected.
As expected, TopaV does not have the Vanessa. Faintmemory does not have the Yunhong. We know Topa loves his Yunhong, and Topa's very scared of the Vanessa. So Topa now his first pick, and is going to take the Hathor as expected, as usual from TopaV.
Faintmemory snagging the Ganny, splitting it apart, goes with the Fran as well.
Wastes no time in thinking about it. Goes to the Fran and the Ganymede. TopaV is likely going to take a Daphnis here because he knows Faintmemory likes to use it. TopaV actually has Will Wounds compared to Faintmemory's opponents, so TopaV is weak to Daphnis, needs to take the Daphnis now. So we're going to see that Daphnis come out, maybe a Ciara to bring a speed lead into play, or a Ciara later.
Ciara Okeanos, he's taking that first turn with that speed lead with a very fast Okeanos.
Interesting here, and actually TopaV laying the Hathor Oki, very smart picks, knowing that Faintmemory does not have a Josephine. We noticed his monsters were a rating of about halfway there, so he does not have a Josephine, so these are two good picks.
Faintmemory makes that response with Daphnis Vertiheal, very good draft together. Really like Faintmemory's team. TopaV showing that little bit of control.
I do like that team, but it opens Faintmemory up a little bit to the Water Monkey King with a ban on the Fran, so TopaV is probably thinking Water Monkey and maybe his patented Antares that he likes to use to luck sack a lot. So we'll see if he takes that Antares here.
TopaV wrapping up his draft goes with a Triton against Faintmemory.
All out aggression here, and Faintmemory says, I don't care about your aggression. I'm going with the speed lead of Jamier here. I love TopaV's draft. This signals to me that Faintmemory has to be banning that Ciara because he has double speed lead and intends to outspeed and snipe a unit with that Daphnis.
Well, let's see what Faintmem and Topa ban here. Jamier gets banned on Faintmemory's side, and Faintmemory bans out the Triton on Topa's side.
Actually, good move here by Faintmemory banning out that Triton, so we'll see if that Daphnis is able to live, but TopaV does have that Hathor Oki. Lots of control there.
Lots of control. Speed leads go out. Topa's got the 24, though. Can he take first turn? And he does with Okeanos.
But that Daphnis is moving in front of every other unit, so he needs to control this. Daphnis is going to knock out a unit right now here.
Those are some beautiful stuns on the Ganymede and the Fran as well. We see the defense break on Hathor. Can he remove a unit at the start of the match? Hathor holds on.
So not quite enough damage here, so Faintmemory's actually going to go to sleep. Despite his Vertiheal being on Will, it is not enough. TopaV's going to put him to sleep.
Reducing the attack bar of Vertiheal, hopefully, and then putting everybody to sleep there. And there it is. We see the resistance on the Fran, though. Bomb goes out on the Fran. He does not want to set this up and wake everybody up. We see a first skill come out.
Does not need to. He's going to put the Spear of Devastation onto the Fran here. Faintmemory is going to lose his Fran off the bat, and he's on a 2-turn sleep on everything else.
Oh, another Vilepro coming from the CR. Bomb's coming out on Daphnis now, choosing not to double bomb the Fran.
And Faintmemory's getting TOA'd here. He's getting lit up with bombs. He's in a lot of trouble. TopaV with the commanding lead. Faintmemory's under too many sleeps here. TopaV's just going to pummel out damage before Faintmemory can do anything.
There it is. Nice attack break onto that Fran as well. Fran's going to die to that bomb. There's not enough HP on that unit to keep it alive. There goes Fran. She drops.
So So at this point here, this Water Monkey stuns up the Vertihile. Faintmemory, no way to come back in.
TopaV taking commanding leads here against Faintmemory. Bombs coming out onto the Vertihile. He does not set this off, chooses the attack bar boost. Round one goes to TopaV.
TopaV with a fast win in the losers match. That's what he loves. He loves those CC heavy comps. Whenever I hear TopaV's name, I think of crowd control.
Yeah, and I think in that game there was a little rough. I think maybe you should have thought about banning that Sierra a little bit longer, just because it allowed the Okeanos and Water Monkey to move in front and stun up the entire team. It kind of put him in a weird spot. Interesting to note, TopaV uses very little will runes.
Yep.
So
Right.
kind of Daphnis is less. It's not as good of a pick in this matchup here.
Very true. We'll have to see if Faintmemory can make an adjustment. These players are ready in round 2 of losers match. Take it away, guys.
This is a very important match for Faintmemory right now.
This is everything.
He needs to win this match against TopaV unless TopaV can 2-0 the favorite.
Faintmemory's visa application is relying on these two matches here. Faintmemory takes away the speed lead from TopaV. Oddly enough.
Pre-bans that Hathor.
And pre-bans that Hathor. So knowing that Faintmemory has first pick, we're going to see a Yan Hong coming out from TopaV because he loves to use that unit and will abuse it. Faintmemory will lock in that Vanessa, but later on because he knows TopaV does not have it, so Faintmemory will have turn 1 this game.
Taking his time with that one. Went from Ganymede, swapped right to the Fran, allowing TopaV to take Ganny and Yan Hong.
Interesting picks here, and TopaV is actually going to go with the Verd probably after the Ganymede, because Verd in Faintmemory's hands very dangerous. So, but Faintmemory taking the Fran here, I'm not sure about that one coming out on the first pick. It does leave him wide open to Daphnis, or makes his Daphnis stronger.
There's the Daphnis and the Okeanos coming from Faintmemory. If he's able to snipe out a unit on TopaV's side early in the game, it could heavily favor him immediately.
And TopaV here is free to take that Water Monkey King, as we've always seen him do, and then ban that Fran and just allow that Water Monkey King to go to town. We're definitely going to see a Yan Hong here, though, because Yan Hong is just one of the best units in the game, and it's great at this point in the draft.
Ooh, Yan Hong Josephine, interesting draft. A little more control on TopaV's side.
Very dangerous coming out from TopaV. There's a lot of threat, and again, Faintmemory with that Lucia to lock down this Vertihile. Great pick here, and if this Josephine is not on will, it is subject to being reset by the Okeanos. So we'll see if Faintmemory, what else he goes with that Water Monkey King. We have not seen Faintmemory's Water Monkey King yet, I don't think.
I think he needed to take that Water Monkey King. That was a unit TopaV was just about to draft, I think.
I agree as well. Water Monkey King's a great pick, but TopaV is going to lay a Diana here, likely. It's going to lay a Diana because Faintmemory is very weak to Diana in his draft right now. With Water Monkey King and a Lucia, whenever you lay double water, Diana comes out, it's a lot of damage, and TopaV's Diana's procced a million times on me before, so I know he knows that that is on triple violent runes. It is a very good unit in this draft.
I think we're seeing a Daphnis ban. There
and
it is!
You are right, though.
Wow,
We
nice.
have a Daphnis ban. TopaV did not want to fight that Daphnis and lose a unit off the bat.
Yep, and I like the ban on for Faintmemory banning out that Diana. I think that's the correct ban, having those 2 water units there. We see the resistance and the accuracy leads going out for these 2 men. Winner may move forward here if TopaV can steal this one from Faintmemory. Can Faintmemory hold on? First turns going out, it's going to be Fran on Faintmemory's team.
And actually, Faintmemory's entire team goes before TopaV, so we'll see what he resets, because he intends to...
Oh, big resistance going on to that Yan Hong.
Unfortunate, Yan Hong's resist lead just too powerful. Resist that, and now Water Monkey needs a proc, does not get it.
He was able to sleep that unit. We see Josephine take an additional turn here because of her passive.
But TopaV needs to threaten with the kill right now, because right now he can reset and he can do Blade Fans, but he does not have burst, and Faintmemory has a lot of heals, and TopaV has a lot less heals.
Yep, definitely does, but strong heals at that. So we're gonna find out who he resets here. Goes to the reset on the Okeanos, dumps the attack bars. Maybe he can get a stun with this Josephine, and he does onto the Fran.
Does get that stun from that Josephine. That's a lot of damage on the Fran, and at this point here, Faintmemory really needs that Water Monkey King to stun up the entire team.
Yep, charge vitality onto Ganymede. We see the reset going back onto that Yan Hong. There's that combination between the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's a very powerful combination that Yan Hong has skills up, so it's going to be able to pick up a unit and full attack bar at will.
Goes to the stun on to Okeanos, does not get that stun. We're gonna see a heal here.
We're definitely going to see a heal. It's likely going to be onto the Fran to be able to boost the attack bar up. That's the function that he's going to do. Or I guess the Okeanos is fine, again, to boost the attack bar up.
Looking to see who's going to be targeting next. I'm wondering, I think he really needs to drop either the Vert Heal or the Yunhong immediately.
Yeah,
Not
but
sure he's going to get a chance for that just yet.
The shields are a little too large here, and at this point does not want to poke the Vert in case of a revenge stun. Great stuns by Faintmemory's Water Monkey.
Double stuns onto that Yunhong Vert Heal. We see attack break onto that Josephine.
And he actually does lower the attack bar, so it misses the sleep zone.
Misses the sleep onto Josephine.
And the Vert also procced, so TopaV's team gets an entire another turn. Talk about luck.
That's really lucky. Getting that provoke onto the Water Monkey King, popping that passive with the first skill stun.
And if this Ganymede procs, it's all over. Does not proc. Faintmemory should be thinking about resetting this Ganymede because a full turn sealed magic would be too much to handle.
And he needed that reset, got that reset as well.
Fran here is going to be able to lay up. Ooh.
Oh, really nice Vile Proc, able to boost up his team. Can he lock down the Fran? Can he get the second chance to lock down Fran? Lands. Now he landed the provoke. We've got Yunhong here. We can either charge Vitality, go for that big second skill, finishes off Fran.
Highly unlikely for Faintmemory. That was a lot of damage because that Josephine procced. So Faintmemory in a lot of trouble here. Does not have enough heals anymore. Does not have attack buff. Does not have enough damage on this Water Monkey to get through the burst of Yunhong.
Alter Ego coming out onto the Vert Heal. Vert Heal taking a lot of damage here. Can he Bioproc again and boost even more attack bars against Faintmemory? Does not get the additional turn. Looking for a stun. Does not receive a stun. Charge Vitality's coming out.
Yeah, and at this point here, TopaV's just got so many heals, so much offensive pressure from this Vert. This is where Vert snowballs. It's going to take the tournament away from Faintmemory here.
Ventilate's coming out onto the Yunhong. There's that combination we keep seeing from them. Third skill's coming out. Is the passive up? And it is up. No return stun onto the Okeanos.
And Lucia here not doing enough this game. Unfortunately, not fast enough. At the same time, his Water Monkey King not doing enough. That Water Monkey King wants to stay home in Canada here. Faintmemory's not going to be able to make it. RNG not favoring him this game or at all today.
Not at all. He's really proving the amount of luck that he has right now, and it is 0 on Faintmemory's team.
And this Water Monkey King, as you've seen, is not on crit damage, so does not do enough to take out this Vert. When this Vert goes again, that's too much attack bar for
There
TopaV.
it is. TopaV drops that Okeanos. Not looking good for Faintmem. Faintmem's going to need some crazy amount of Bioproc. Does get that freeze on a Vert Heal. Blade Fan comes out, does a ton of damage to that Water Monkey King. He needs to drop Vert Heal here to start something.
And at this point here, there's no coming back from this. This is pretty game over. TopaV's got this in the bag. So Faintmemory.
Setting that Water Fairy. He can't get anything up right now. No strip provoke onto the Water Monkey King.
So we're going to see that Vert drop here, but at the same time, that Yunhong, well, we might have a chance.
That was a great Vile Proc into a heal as well. Can we get an AoE stun? We do get the stuns up. Josephine's passive gets procced. He really needs to handle this Water Monkey King and control that. Another Vile Proc coming from Josephine. No stun onto that Water Fairy. Can we get a stun here? No stun. Cracks that shield. Vile Proc from Ganymede. He's going to reventilate. Or not.
Or not. Should have reventilated the Yunhong because the Yunhong does move in front. He has to sleep the Yunhong because Yunhong does too much damage. But this Josephine's just been non-stop proccing.
Needed that provoke, landed that provoke, return stun, Vile Proc from the Water Monkey King. We're going to see a third skill coming out. Can he drop the Josephine?
And it is not over yet. This
No,
Ganymede.
and it is not over yet. He almost had that Josephine. Ganymede's going to be up here. Do we see the ventilate? Not yet. Chose to go for glancing and damage onto that Water Fairy. We get a Vile Proc from the Water Fairy, finishing off that Vile Proc on the Yunhong. We're going to see Charge Vitality come out. It is not over for Faintmemory.
But Yunhong has a lot of damage from the Blade Fan here. It might even take out this Water Monkey right now.
Oh, just goes to the strip, gets the additional turn. Charge Vitality's coming up. And we have got Ganymede here going to reset. Yunhong, no, goes for the reset onto Water Monkey King. Does a ton of damage, drops those attack bars. This first skill may finish off, and he does so. Faintmemory's got one unit to go all in here.
And actually, this Lucia is glancing, so it cannot do anything to the wind unit. He has to go for the Yunhong here.
I think Faintmemory's going to try and hold on with this one unit. He's got to keep Yunhong locked down, and right now he's doing that.
Yeah, TopaV is, lucky proc there.
Oh, so many procs for TopaV. No stun, gets the additional turn though. Can he stun? He does get the freeze. We see glancing, another Vile Proc from Ganymede again. Glancing comes out, additional turn from Yunhong, finishing off Faintmemory. TopaV 2-0s him.
TopaV with the 2-0, moving forward in the bracket. Wow, that had me. I was actually standing up at one point. I was actually standing up in my chair. I thought Faintmem had it, but TopaV, he had sustain. He had attack bar boost. Yan Hong brings everything he needed to the table.
Yan Hong's just too good of a unit, too many heals, too much damage, and those procs from the Vertihile and Josephine early basically cost that Fran just enough damage to take out that Fran. Otherwise, Faintmemory had that draft by a mile.
He did, and TopaV essentially yielded that Shiho to him in the beginning by choosing the Josephine instead. Incredible upset, and threat assessment was so tough for Faintmemory. How do you decide? You need to kill Yan Hong and Verd all while controlling the Ganymede. Like, there's so much going on.
I think both players had very fair threat assessment. I think they did their job. The Vile procs were on TopaV's side, and Faintmemory was not getting a lot of favors throughout that match, but I think they did well with their threat assessment. We went into a long game with these.
That was a very high level, well-played game, well-controlled, good threat assessment, but that's how it happens when you have two very good players play. It comes down to resist and procs, and that's exactly what happened there. TopaV getting a lot more procs early on. Faintmemory getting a little bit with the Water Monkey and the Elucia later, but not enough to be able to beat Yan Hong.
You're right, and you know what? I will say I got everything that I wanted out of that match. That's exactly what I want to see. When I see TopaV versus Faintmemory, I want to see high-level play, and that's what I got. So thank you so much, guys. We have one more game coming up after this short break, guys. Be sure to stick with us. We'll see you back here shortly.
I need that break.
Yeah, me too, dude. I need to chill.
Crazy.
I need to chill the heck out for a second.
Tell me about your roles in the broadcast.
I'm the table host and moderator.
Now they're doing play-by-play with all the hype moments in the match.
And I do all the color commentary, so validating all the correct and incorrect plays.
Your job, first and foremost, is to not get anything wrong. That means don't say the name of the tournament wrong, don't say the wrong prize pool, don't say the wrong URLs or hashtags or anything like that.
Nice.
And also don't say anything wrong that the audience could sort of start to fracture over. You don't want to fall into repeating a word like guys or, you know, my peeps or something like something distracting.
Can't say that.
And then I think one of the things to be aware of when you're doing play-by-play, when you're calling action and strategy, is to never say that a player is doing poorly. Be like, oh, that was a poor decision on his part. You know, it's okay to call those things out, but what the framing should kind of always come back to is be like, perhaps not an ideal play here, maybe part of a strategy, maybe something that
Suboptimal.
But at this level of play, you have to think they know what they're doing, though. So if they did make a move, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt, though. You really got to.
Should we just say Chris?
They've got to this point.
If
so
it's wrong,
like,
sympathize. And, you know, be like, oof, that's gotta hurt. He probably didn't intend to do that. And if he did, we'll see the benefits. But, you know, just always, you're advertising the player as much as you're advertising the game. All right, guys. Well, I think we've covered as much as we can just off the top of our heads. What do we get out of the studio and do some casting?
That sounds great.
You're afraid of the truth. You're afraid of the player, but now you're afraid of the truth. Like, what does he think of you?
And I've seen him.
You guys know me, right? Like, I'm on here all the time.
Oh man, guys, if you don't know me, Stoic, that's LL, Stoic, LL.
Chris, you gotta make panels, man.
Oh, yeah.
You guys gotta make panels.
I've generally been busy, man.
Meanwhile, this whole time, every time he gets that additional turn, he's building up more percentage on Antari's passive, kind of like a Sozin's Comet, just looming in the distance, right? How big of an issue is that?
Huge issue over time, and that Artemil is also getting stronger over time as well.
Yep.
Diana also has a tough time, can't transform because Artemil is going to cut it if it goes. Yep. And he's worried about that Antares, as you mentioned.
as well, yeah.
It looks like Thompson's kind of like trying to get the Tessa out of here, but he's also showing a lot of respect to Ciara. See him trying to land the attack break from time to time.
And what happened is he expected his Aegir to outspeed the Tessa and finish it there. That was a mini bit of a greed play, and if this Tessa procs, like he does, he shakes off defense.
Yep.
That's what he needed right now to stay in the game. He needed his Tessa to stay in because there's so many. There's
the drop here does not Tessa stay alive. No Vile proc here for Aegir.
So as a result, that Tessa's still on the field, and Aegir's going to lose its life really soon.
Yep. Bombs out. Not looking good for Aegir.
And he's got a perfect counter to Fengyan between the two bombers, right? Since they both ignore defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And Artemil is a better bruiser than Fengyan. Artemil usually beats Fengyan. So
Generally?
Generally it does because of the high amount of defense it gets and the stuns, right? And the heals it has, the massive heals. It's just generally a tough unit for
now,
Fengyan to play into.
Up against a Fengyan, does Fengyan have the advantage because of the defense break?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, okay.
But when supported by the oracles, as you've mentioned, Faintmemory definitely had a huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
Hey guys, nice job on the cast. I have to say, I definitely thought you had a lot more experience than you told me you did. You sounded really good.
Thank you.
Evan, as host, are you going to be casting the games along with everyone, or?
I'll definitely be here and available, you know, if they need me. If there's a dead air moment or something, maybe I could jump in.
I would say you almost took on the role of play-by-play in this last cast. I would say actually, I would have liked to hear a little more from Curtis, and part of that is just kind of making room in the cast for it. Evan, a lot of your contributions were these really great questions, and I think those are the type of questions that you would want to kind of take notes in the match with like a timestamp and some clues of what's going on, and then use that for the post-match fill. I want you guys to just off the top of your dome, uninvited, tell me what's interesting.
It's always impressive when the thing just like.
That's so funny. That's exactly what Adrian asked. He was asking about.
That was.
Now we get to see it.
Oh.
Do you want to?
Whoa! Look at the screen! Look at the colors! Look at the stage!
Dude, the sparks.
Do you see the sparks?
Dude.
Whoa.
The Stoic one's fireworks.
There
we go, Make It a Bud taking the first round of the set, but don't get too excited. It's a best 2 out of 3. That doesn't necessarily mean the Faintmemory is entirely out of it just yet. We're already leading into the second game. The first set of SWC 2019 America's Cup Mock Edition.
Okeano's taking first turn. Is he going to go for the AoE stuns or is he going to go for the reset?
Ooh.
Goes to the reset, lands it on the hat throw. I'm not sure that was the correct decision. We're going to find out in a
We'll
minute, though.
find out here, but at the same time, think about it this way. This Daphnis here is going to be primed to kill something. So Faintmemory better watch out here.
No, he does have immunity up, does have attack bars up. Chose to go for the second skill anyways, though.
Interesting choice of second skill instead of stripping a unit and trying to stun something. And then we're going to see...
Ooh. Faintmemory turns to take out this Daphnis. That's a lot of damage coming from that attack buffed Water Monkey King.
So they're going to trade units here. Interesting choice to go after the Wind Desert Queen over the Fran, knowing that he's already reset.
He survived, but he's going to be able to finish it off.
Yeah.
That was very, very lucky. Looks like Diana's going to finish off the Aega here. Does so. Vile procs. I think that might be what ends it, and it is.
Wow.
Faintmemory concedes.
Make It a Bud 2-0 on Faintmemory, thus ending the first set of the SWC 2019 America's Cup first round. Lots of interesting plays already, but like I said before, that was the first set of many. We have plenty more matches coming up. See you soon. Hello everyone and welcome back to the SWC 2019 America's Cup Group Stage D. My name is Evan and I'm your host, and I'm here with Stoic and Make It a Bud. How are you guys feeling?
Exhausted.
I am exhausted, and that was exciting. So I am pumped.
We just came from what is probably the most intense match of the group stages so far between TopaV and Faintmem. Thank you guys, because that was incredible. I don't know if that break was quite long enough, to be honest. I'm still reeling.
That was a lot. That was probably the craziest match I've seen in SWC just yet.
It really was. I am so happy we had a match like that, because that was great.
Yeah, that's what I want to see at this level of play. And upcoming, we've got Truffle Salad versus TopaV in the last chance match. But before we go forward, let's take a look back at some of the games that we've seen thus far. So here comes some highlights. This is Michaelyan's match that we saw before.
Versus Truffle Salad, and in this series, actually, Truffle Salad came up 1-0, but then lost 2 straight to Michaelyan. Michaelyan just being able to capitalize on that Ganymede, that Ethna there.
Yeah,
that was the game where that Triana pick from Truffle Salad being a absolutely dead pick there. So not sure about that from Truffle Salad. We'll see if Truffle Salad.
That's the Triana.
That's the Triana. That was the one where she didn't heal.
That was the one where Michaelyan actually made a misplay and actually chose to let that Vanessa live.
Triana's a cursed unit. This stage, I'd say, cursed
On top
unit.
of that, Ada was just very, very much impactful, too. There was just nothing he could do about it.
When is it not impactful is the question. It's always impactful. That unit is too strong. So, again, Michaelyan did play quite well with that Lucia, though. That Lucia, great pick from him. And then we just saw Faintmemory versus TopaV. Faintmemory's Daphnis, not enough damage on the Hathor. And when it doesn't kill Hathor, it's almost like it did nothing that game. Because at this point, everything goes to sleep. Nothing's left on will on your team. And TopaV just basically tees off and easily takes the first game. So that Daphnis, not a very good pick there, actually, given the fact that TopaV's not really on will runes.
Yep, that's right. Right after that, Hathor got to sleep, so it was pretty much game over from there. He was able to bioproc a lot with the CR and get a lot of bombs onto the field, and that's what ultimately won TopaV that match.
And then this is the match, I think, of the tournament so far, where so many back and forths with Lucia, Water Monkey, Yunhong, and at this point, I was calling it over. I was mistaken. It was not over. That Lucia had procced. Lucia scales so well in the late game. But TopaV's Yunhong, Yunhong is Yunhong.
Yeah.
And it does what Yunhong does.
Well said.
And it just procs, and when it heals its full attack bar, Blade Fan does so much damage. It's a really strong unit.
Yeah, but there was a moment where I thought that Lucia was going to be able to pull out a win there. One of the first units you get in the win up against a Yunhong. That was pretty incredible to see. And up next, we've got Truffle Salad versus TopaV, which is actually a rematch. We've seen this matchup today already, and it didn't work out so well for TopaV the first time through, so we're going to have to see if Truffle Salad can repeat what he did earlier today. Let's go ahead and take a look at their player profiles for the second time today.
So we see Truffle Salad. We saw this is some footage from him taking out Mte, but Truffle Salad does make some very clean plays. We've seen him very standard plays, Ganny, Hathor, Vanessa, Verd, very standard plays. So we're gonna see if he can continue to make these solid plays against TopaV.
We're the Salad Gang.
Yeah, that's right. Here's TopaV. You know, we saw how impactful that Yunhong was in that last match. We're gonna see it again coming back in this match against Truffle Salad. Now, we didn't see the kind of, well, we saw a little bit of the controls that we saw where he likes to use that Ganny and that Hathor. Now, no one's going to let him have it. If anybody lets him have it, he's going to be in a lot of trouble to have that Ganny, Hathor, and Yunhong on the field. Truffle Salad needs to keep that away.
Right. TopaV's had some incredible luck today, but he's also got a lot of tournament experience. He's been around since SWC 2017. Here's some of that data gathered from RT Season 9 with most picked, most banned, and most banned against. But we've got Truffle Salad and TopaV locked into the pick ban phase of round 1 of the last chance match. This is it. This is the last one to decide who goes to America's Cup. Guys, take it away.
All right, guys. Salad Gang's out there supporting Truffle Salad. We've got TopaV represented for Epic Fail. Let's have a huge match between these two. We see the Yunhong getting pre-banned. We see the Hathor being pre-banned for TopaV.
Interesting choice to pre-ban that Hathor, knowing that Truffle Salad now has Vanessa. So Truffle Salad may want to prioritize Sierra earlier in this matchup to take away TopaV's ability to have a speed lead. So we'll see if Truffle Salad does that. TopaV does not have a speed lead outside of Sierra here.
Truffle Salad locking in Fran. TopaV responding with the Ganymede and the Vertiheel.
Very standard picks here, and Truffle Salad should, again, very standardly take a Water Monkey, but takes the Vanessa instead, allowing TopaV to take that Sierra. I'm not sure about these two picks here, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with it. TopaV does oblige with the Water Monkey, taking it away from Truffle Salad, and may also take a Sierra, or also take some other form of unit to be able to deal with Truffle Salad's side.
Now, in response to that Vanessa and that Daphnis, I definitely saw that Water Monkey King being drafted by TopaV. I think he's going to bring possibly another water unit. We can see a Josephine. No, we see an Okeanos.
Interesting. So not going with the Sierra here, not going the speed lead. I think that does open himself up to if Truffle Salad does decide to go Sierra. That's why I was thinking Sierra is probably a take for TopaV, because if Truffle Salad goes to Sierra, there is no way for TopaV to be able to take a speed lead here. Truffle Salad does take the Josephine, so we know for sure the Water Monkey and the Okeanos will be coming through in this match here. And I wouldn't mind seeing a Sierra last pick from Truffle Salad so that TopaV does not have it. Takes the Lauren instead.
Ooh, the Lauren, like cowgirl. And then we see TopaV locking in that Sierra.
Locking in that Sierra as he should have locked in earlier, but luckily Truffle Salad decides to mess around with the Laura instead of a Sierra. Bans out the Sierra, bans out the Vanessa. Speed leads are gone. We'll see what speeds come out here, but we'll see how fast this Lauren is. I think it's pretty fast.
All right, let's see how fast that Lauren is. Now, TopaV does have some fast units here. TopaV's taking first turn with his Okeanos. There it is.
But that's the only unit that's going first, and then Truffle Salad has 3 units that are going to go in front. So TopaV really needs to get a reset on Daphnis. Does not get it.
Gets resisted. No strip reset onto the Daphnis.
And this is a very fast Lauren. This Lauren is moving in front and chooses to reduce the attack bar vert and does not get revenge proc.
Gets that defense break. Why did he chose to strip the, it doesn't matter. He got the defense break. It totally removes Vertial from the field.
So Vertial's gone. TopaV's going to start this 3-on-4. Truffle Salad's Lauren is going to be able to control the game. This is pretty game over for Truffle Salad here. This Lauren is actually going to do a lot of work.
That's right. It's not looking good for TopaV at all. Goes to the strip onto the Daphnis, moving that attack break from him, landing that provoke onto the Water Monkey King.
And TopaV does not even have a good sealed magic target because Truffle Salad's entirely on will. This Lauren, again, is going to be able to control and probably take out this Water Monkey early.
Reventilates that Okeanos, go for some strip, reset onto the Fran. Does it land this time? And it does.
Does get that strip reset, but again, this Lauren is going to be pumping in damage and controlling and giving defense break.
Yep, nice defense break on the game. He went for an AoE reset. Can he get the attack break? And the Water Monkey King does not get that attack break.
So we'll see if he goes for the stun. It does go for the stun. Okeanos does have AoE Rain of Stones coming up.
Yep, missed the stun both times. We see that stun coming from Water Monkey King, giving Josephine another turn. No Rain of Stones coming out because we got provoked. Another additional turn from that Josephine.
That is right. No Rain of Stones coming, but a giant proc from this Ganymede.
That's right. Big proc from Ganymede. Gets that reset onto Josephine. We have that passive down. He's ready to Rain of Stones return. Stun from that Josephine on a Ganymede. Additional turn as well. He's just giving everybody defense breaks.
That was a violent proc from the Lauren. So the Lauren is incredibly fast here and actually controls both units. TopaV is on the back foot.
100%. He's really trying to capitalize on those defense breaks on TopaV's units. We see Ganymede procking ahead of that stun. We're going to get either reset or just goes for some glancing. Goes for that glancing onto the Lauren. I don't think TopaV is going to survive a couple more hits. We've got a defense break sitting on that Okeanos. Does he choose to pass or AoE stun? Goes to the AoE stun. Does not receive it onto the Josephine.
But he, even while he has glancing, is able to stun 3 units. So quite lucky by TopaV. We'll see if he's able to capitalize. He is still massively behind here.
Gets that stun onto Josephine. Josephine's passive was down. Gets an additional turn from Josephine. Josephine taking so many turns this match. He needs to remove that unit from the field if he has a chance.
And that Josephine basically just won him the game there. He's going to Hellfire this Water Monkey, and that's all she wrote.
Big Hellfire right there, and that's going to be it. Truffle Salad taking round 1 from TopaV.
Truffle Salad with a strong win on the table. He only needs 1 more to secure his spot at the America's Cup. That Lauren facilitated the kill on Vert so quickly, and Josephine moved so much that she ultimately claimed in the win at the end.
And it was interesting there that he chose to take the risk of going after the Verd rather than taking down the Ganny's attack bar and stripping it, because he can control the Ganny, but when you hit the Verd can revenge proc. And if that Verd's 15% revenge proc came through, TopaV would have won that game. So giant risk he took, and it paid off.
Yeah, he was ultimately rewarded for it. We'll see if Truffle Salad can keep up this tempo in round 2. We've got TopaV and Truffle Salad ready in the
the pick ban phase.
Here we go. TopaV, Truffle Salad, round 2. TopaV needs to take a win here if he thinks he's going to move forward on to the finals.
And Truffle Salad was so close to getting that visa application going. This is his ticket to join us in Manhattan Beach. This is the last ticket that they're fighting for America's Cup, so he needs to get it here.
New pre-bans going out. Hathor, Fran gets pre-banned. TopaV chooses to pre-ban that Fran.
Very smart pre-ban on the Fran, thinking that he has first pick. He's going to get some sort of control unit, pre-banning the Hathor so that TopaV does not get it. But again, Truffle Salad is going to have to fight a Yunhong. Very scary unit, as we've seen.
Yep, there's the Ganymede. TopaV is going to steal from that because the Ganymede Yunhong, very strong pair as we saw in the past.
And Truffle Salad should be thinking about some sort of Vertihile X. So Vertihiles definitely should be in here. I would not like to see a Vanessa here because TopaV does not have a Vanessa, so I don't think it's useful this early on. But Sierra Okeanos not taking the Verd. Interesting choice here. TopaV definitely needs to lock that in now.
Truffle Salad showing the aggressive. He's got that bomb damage coming from his team. TopaV not showing a ton of damage. Does have that Verti-heal he just drafted.
Yeah, and actually this Josephine also a very good pick here because he can let that Okeanos in without worrying about it too much. Truffle Salad going with aggression with an Aegir. This might... We haven't seen Aegir much today. This is a great pick because this is going to allow him to do sustained damage to this Vertihile and the Yunhong when the Yunhong comes out.
There's the Vanessa being drafted now. Got a 33% speed lead coming from Truffle Salad. TopaV needs to show a little bit of damage here. We're definitely going to be seeing a Yunhong.
And I think Truffle Salad in the back of his mind may be reserving that last pick for the Lauren here because that is a very fast and well-runed Lauren because it's on Violent and moved in front of everything. And that Lauren would set up this Aegir very well. So I think Truffle Salad may be having that in the back of his mind here. TopaV is thinking what other unit he wants to pair with the Yunhong here. Might be a Zarya.
Zarya, that is a surprise coming from TopaV. We're seeing a light dark unit from Truffle Salad. Is he gonna lock that in?
Wu Young?
There's no way he's taking Wu Young because he already has 2 speedies. He's flexing on us. Go Truffle Salad. Nice flex here. I would have loved it if he played it, but not the right pick in this scenario. But great to know he has that for the America's Cup.
It's a little dressing on the salad.
And going with the Triana here, it's actually a nice, safe play. This tells me that either the Yunhong or the Verd are being banned because those do multi-hits there.
And now I like that Triana with that Vanessa as well. I think both teams have a fair share here. I like that LD flash. That was definitely a South game flash right there for his supporters. Here we go, guys. We got round 2. Truffle Salad, TopaV. Here we go. We've got Truffle Salad taking first turn with the Okeanos.
But Ganymede moves in front of the Aegir, so he needs to reset the Ganymede. Does not get it, so Aegir's not going to do anything for a very long time.
Does not get it. Lands that sleep onto that Aegir. Needs that strip. Does get the strip. We're going to see an additional turn. No additional turn. We're going to see attack bars getting dumped.
Yeah, not sure about this Triana pick, to be honest, because it's a very slow unit and is not going to be able to contribute much in this game. We're going to see Truffle Salad essentially be controlled by this Ganymede, this Yunhong, and this Zarya that's going to town on this Okeanos right now.
Zarya is turning out to be a really nice pick. Gets the additional turn as well. Gonna keep applying damage onto that Aegir.
Yeah, TopaV is going to be able to infinitely cycle here with the Ganymede Yunhong. Truffle Salad's Triana and Vanessa a little bit too slow to do anything. He needs the proc.
Chose not to ventilate anything. No glancing goes on to Triana. We get an additional turn coming from Aegir. Aegir's looking to focus down the Zarya.
So he does proc, and he needs some pummel damage in the Zarya. Zarya being a little squishy here. That's a pretty heavy amount of damage that's going to come in.
Yep, branding effect goes out. He needs to get a stun onto this Aegir with the Josephine. Does not receive it. Gets the additional turn. Second chance. Does not get it on the second chance. He's going to pummel these damage into the Zarya.
And Zarya is able to be healed by the Yunhong here. Truffle Salad went for the sleep with the Triana earlier, but did not luck sack it.
Needs to get the sleep. Does not land any sleeps here. More damage coming towards Aegir. Gets that glancing.
Truffle Salad has resisted a lot of stuns from Josephine, a lot of sleeps from Zarya. He's got a full set of CDs up on this Yunhong. If he could sleep the Yunhong, that would be huge.
Looking for that provoke on Aegir. Lands it. Are we going to see a defense break land?
I think Truffle Salad needs to be thinking about putting it on the Yunhong or putting it on some unit.
Oh, gets resisted. Gets the additional turn as well. Oh, return stun from Josephine. Another sleep goes out onto the Okeanos. We see Yunhong's up.
And this Triana has not done anything for Truffle Salad this entire tournament. It's just sitting there, watching that Aegir take damage.
So much damage coming from that Blade Fan right onto the Aegir. Charge Vitality comes out onto the Ganymede. Ganymede looking to do more damage to that Aegir.
And that Aegir is a sitting duck right now. That Azaria is also able to control another unit.
If he hits, he's going to pop the passive of Triana. And no, there it goes. So Triana's passive was already reset. The revive comes up from Vanessa.
Yeah, and at this point here, though, this Aegir is quite a tanky Aegir, but it's not going to be able to survive. Misses. And this Triana actually able to get heals up, so it has done something this game.
There we go. So Triana showing a little bit of use here. And we've got Azaria coming up probably to keep applying. No, goes for that sleep onto Vanessa as well. He's really trying to hammer away on this Aegir.
Giant proc beats. Now he's able to bend on the Yonhong, but he gets cut by the Okeanos.
Yeah, cut by the Okeanos. Stunned up Yonhong. Not what TopaV was looking for here.
And this Aegir needs to strip the shield, needs a proc here to be able to heal itself because it's in a lot of danger.
Does not push any of that attack bar back. He needs to shatter the shield, and there it is. Aegir's opened up.
TopaV in a commanding spot with that Yonhong there. He's looking like he's gonna take this game here. He's gonna down the Aegir now.
Oh, nice digital turn coming from Ganemy. Gets the reset on a Triana. No passive's gonna be here. He could just first skill to drop him, or does he choose to use second? Charge Vitality comes out onto the Azaria, and it looks like he's gonna drop the Aegir with Azaria.
Yeah, TopaV's just gonna abuse probably one of the best units in the game here. Just let it keep the team going, cycle turns, and heal. There's nothing Truffle Salad can do here at this point.
Big provoke, looking for a stun on a Triana, and here it is, that first skill to finish off that Aegir.
Yeah, the Aegir's going down. Then we're gonna see probably the Okeanos going down. At this point here, TopaV is just playing solitaire.
Yep, TopaV gaining a lot of control here. These are the games TopaV likes to play. He likes to be in control. Nice defense break onto Yonhong. Truffle Salad needs to get a little bit of something going. Maybe he can work off that defense break.
That's some massive damage coming out of that Yonhong too. 3.5 damage per blade fan. This Vanessa's gonna eat it right now, and it's gonna die.
Josephine getting so many additional turns, dropping the Vanessa. Ooh, another additional turn coming from Triana. Triana has that second skill up, but does sleep it for Josephine to take a turn.
And this Triana needs to be able to punch that Yonhong one more time and get through that shield if he wants a chance. But it's kind of risky here, and he chooses not to take the risk and not to wake it up.
Chose to go for immunity and heals. We have a shield still sitting on top of Yonhong. He needs to go for a strip on it. Yonhong, can he finish off Yonhong here? Gets that trip, does not kill. And now, oh my god, a bio proc. And he just resets that Okeanos. Triana can finish off. And does. Triana does finish off Yonhong. Lands that provoke. He needs to drop Okeanos here.
Yeah, and
gets that sleep.
And Triana's not going to be able to get through a Josephine here, but that Yonhong was just so threatening. Triana, great unit into water, but unfortunately just not going to be enough to take out
Yep, rocking the passive onto Triana, but that's going to be it for Truffle Salad. He concedes. TopaV takes round 2.
TopaV evens it up, and now we've got both players at game point. This next round is going to send someone to the America's Cup. Now, who it is entirely up to them. That was a great round from TopaV. He never let himself get too excited. He's a master of reading attack bars. Even when Aegir was at the end there, he just waited and let like 3 turns pass before he ultimately took the kill.
Because Yonhong enabled those 3 turns with that charge vitality, with the Ganey to ventilate that and give another charge vitality, and then sealed magic, and that Ganey procced a lot of times that game. I mean, TopaV just basically had that from beginning to end, and that Triana really did not do very much. It just kind of sat there at a very slow speed and let Truffle Salad get controlled there.
Yep, that was Topa's match. It's exactly how he likes to play him. Everything went his way that time. He got the Vio procs, he got his sleeps where he need him, the resets where he need him. It worked out so well for TopaV. That's the kind of match he likes to play.
And the Azaria was such a cool choice, looking a lot like a Hawthorne at certain portions of the match too. He had lots of people asleep. Let's go ahead and see if he can keep it up. I can't emphasize this enough. Last match of the day. Winner goes to America's Cup.
That is right. This match is so important between Truffle Salad and TopaV. There's a huge supporting crew behind Truffle Salad. Can he win it for the Salad Gang, or can TopaV move forward in America's Cup?
Last match of the group stages. So after this, we'll know exactly who we're going to see at the end of August here. They're taking their time to think about it, but we're going to see that Yonhong pre-ban and likely the Vanessa pre-ban, or maybe even the Hathor pre-ban from Topa, wanting to deny that from Truffle Salad. He actually ends up pre-banning the Vanessa as expected. So this is similar to that first matchup in the beginning of the day that we saw.
Yep, definitely is. We know Truffle Salad not wanting to play ball with that Yonhong on the field. We saw how effective Yonhong was in the last match.
And Truffle Salad will finally get to have Hathor in play here, so we'll see if he abuses it. Chooses not to, and goes with the Fran.
He's going to let TopaV have Ganny Hathor.
He's letting TopaV have Ganny Hathor, and I think TopaV should take it. If your opponent is allowing you to have one of the best combos in the game, other than Art of Ragdoll, you take this.
That may have been the biggest mistake Truffle Salad made this whole tournament, but we're going to find out. Can he push through the Ganny Hathor?
And he needs to punish this by taking Okeanos, taking Josephine. Sierra's a great option to blow something up, and Daphnis is great, and he needs to split the Ganny Hathor. So Truffle Salad needs to basically be content to ban one of these first two units. Takes the Lauren early, not the Daphnis. Interesting pick, knowing that TopaV also has a Daphnis. TopaV should definitely lay the Daphnis and a Vertihile here and just punish Truffle Salad for this.
Let's see what TopaV drafts here. He's bringing out the Okeanos, and he brings out the Vert. This is his bread and butter right here. It really is. He's going to have the stuns on top of those sleeps. He's prepared. He's got control. He has double reset. Things are looking very good for TopaV right now.
And Truffle Salad takes the Antares because he needs a Luck Sack and probably going to take a Josephine. And if I were Truffle Salad, I'd be banning the Ganymede out so that the Hathor and the Okeanos blow their skills, and that's all they have. So Josephine is the pick. I'm not sure about the Antares, to be real honest. Josephine is a great pick, and Amduat is a great pick. I love that Amduat pick. Good pick, sir. Josephine's good. We know that Ganymede should be the ban. We'll see if he actually does it. Or it's perfectly okay to ban the Vertihile, but Hathor and Oki have to be let through because when you take the Josephine and the Amduat like that.
Yep, what are we going to see from TopaV? Does he bring the Azaria back?
I don't think we're going to see Azaria given the fact that there's the Josephine and the Amduat. Lucia is a great manipulation unit. It's like a mini Yan Hong with the ability to heal and then CC instead of Blade Fans.
Definitely like that pick coming from TopaV. He's showing so much control on his side, and TopaV plays well like that. Bans out the Fran, Truffle Salad, bans out that Hathor. Accuracy lead for TopaV, speed lead for Truffle Salad. Truffle Salad, this is the last match of Group D. Who moves forward to America's Cup? We're gonna find out right now. First turn is going to TopaV.
TopaV is probably going to be thinking about resetting. Oh, resets. Tries to go for the reset on the Sierra.
But it gets resisted, so no reset onto Sierra. Does get the immunity, though. We have the reset coming from Ganymede. Chooses the reset. The Josephine dumping attack bars on that Sierra.
That was the world's biggest revenge proc from the Vertihile. Allowed TopaV's entire team to go. So Truffle Salad incredibly unlucky there. And now Truffle Salad's going to eat entire AoE sleep.
Here we go. It does land that two-turn sleep onto the Amduat. Does he go for Rain of Stones? He's thinking about it. A lot of damage goes towards that Sierra.
Does not, though, because Truffle Salad's Lauren basically is on will, and he wants to get the most value out of that. Truffle Salad needs to stun that Oki, but does not get it. Highly unfortunate.
No stun goes out onto that Vertihile, or was it the Okeanos? It was one of them. Here comes an AoE stun. There is no passive up on that Josephine. We have another reset coming towards that Sierra. It lands this time. You can see he's really trying to focus out that Sierra.
And actually,
gets that freeze onto Lauren as well.
TopaV in a commanding position right now has the Lucia, and his Ganny's non-stop
So many bio procs coming from Ganymede. It's exactly what TopaV needs right now. Goes to the AoE stun, does not receive it. Onto the Josephine. We've got another sleep coming up. Net zero resist. That goes right onto that Josephine.
Yeah, and at this point here, Truffle Salad doesn't have cooldown, doesn't have enough sustain, or does not have any sustain. TopaV has sustain and attack bar manipulation, and Oki Ganny, which is almost as good as Oki Hathor and
Ganymede taking another additional turn. Truffle Salad needs something going right from him. He was able to proc out of a stun. Lauren's going to go for a defense break onto the Okeanos. Now looking good. He can cleanse that right up. He's prepared for it. AoE stuns coming out. Does he land on it? Everybody does not receive it. Onto the Josephine. He can drop the Sierra. Does he choose? So he's going to take the unit out if he gets that chance to.
So he chooses, he takes out the Sierra. This Amduat's going to go down soon. We haven't seen this Amduat do very much here. Does stun the Lucia, though.
We do get a stun onto Lucia. Amduat doing something here, but Truffle Salad's going to really need a whole lot of more than that.
And this Amduat skills are not coming up soon, and it's almost dead. It will be dead soon.
There's the reset onto Josie. No attack bars, though, onto him.
TopaV is punching his ticket to the America's Cup, and Truffle Salad is going to stay home in Canada. From what we're seeing here, there is no way he's coming back.
There is no way he can come back from this. He's shutting down these units left and right. The freeze onto Lauren, the glancing going on to this Josephine. Josephine get an additional turn here. Can he land the provoke onto Okeanos? Does not even receive the provoke onto Okeanos.
So TopaV with a lot of procs on the Ganny, a lot of resists. Key resists here. Truffle Salad is basically gone here.
More additional turns coming from TopaV. It is always TopaV's turn right now.
consistently. When you have a Lucia, you have a Vertihile, that is over. TopaV is savoring the moment here. And this looks pretty over at this point here, but Truffle Salad trying to hang on for dear life, trying to enjoy the last moments that he has in this tournament, but not likely to happen here.
There's the provoke, no return stun there. TopaV just having his day. he's taking it all in right now. Finishes off that Lauren. More damage coming towards that Josephine. That is gonna be it. TopaV's going to LA.
Topa with the win and the second ticket to the America's Cup today. Can't wait to see you at the America's Cup, Topa. Great show, and Truffle Salad put up a great match against him, but Topa proved it was a fluke. I am going to take this. That win in the beginning. Topa brought so much control. He essentially got to bring his favorite team into the last round of the day.
I mean, Lucia functioning very similar to Yan Heng in that situation, just not as swingy, but essentially being able to manipulate attack bars, provide cleanses, heals, and Truffle Salad content to let TopaV take the Gani Hathor early, which was very odd and allowed TopaV to essentially just layer on more control, and Truffle Salad not able to provide a comp to counter all that control.
Yep.
Exactly.
He let him have his bread and butter. And if there's one thing you should know about TopaV, don't let him have the bread and butter.
Don't let him have the bread and butter.
Totally
It's too many carbs. Don't let him have the bread and butter. It's too much. And Ganymede just facilitated the entire combo. And you were so right. The Fran pick, it was too early for Fran. You should have deny the Hathor instead. It would have been so much different if that had happened.
Yep, we possibly could have had a different outcome if Truffle Salad had drafted that Hathor instead of taking Fran. It's not so much it's bad to take Fran early, it's the choice to dig into your unit pool or not.
Matchup, you need to dig into the unit pool that way, or you need to have a swift Amelia to deal with that ultra fast control, because if your opponent is dedicating 5 entire units to control, you need to dedicate an equal amount to be able to counter that, and that's not what came out of Truffle Salad's side. And also that Ganymede having, I don't know how many violent sets you can have on a unit, but whatever it is.
He's reached the max. That's what it is.
Violent procking. I don't know how he does it, but I need to ruin my Ganymede that way.
He found DB11. We've been searching for it forever. Guys, we've got the results of today's tournament. Let's go ahead and take a look right now. So here is the losers match. We saw TopaV with 2 wins against Faintmemory, pushing him forward towards the last chance match, and unfortunately sending Faintmemory home, but with what was probably my favorite game of the tournament thus far.
That really was. That was an incredible round 2 between TopaV and Faintmemory. That was exciting.
Yeah, it was. And then after that, we saw Truffle Salad and TopaV in the rematch of the century. TopaV ultimately taking it 2-1 and securing his spot at the America's Cup proper on August 31st.
TopaV did exactly what he needed to do in those matches.
And if you want to talk fortitude, that's fortitude. You're down 0-1 and you managed to come back and win.
Super fortitude.
Hats off.
Michaelyan and TopaV are our victors today. You can see their journey through the bracket. Michaelyan taking it through the winner's bracket. TopaV coming back from a 2-0 all the way through losers, securing that second ticket. I'm so proud of Topa. I can't wait to see what he pulls out at the America's Cup. This has been pretty incredible. Hopefully we'll get to see Michaelyan and TopaV fight at the America's Cup one day.
Oh, we will hopefully see that. We're done with the
group stages.
Now.
Yeah,
group stages. We know who's coming through now.
We've got all the participants now. And again, guys, I wanted to thank you for spending your Saturday with us. We have the second coupon code for you that's coming up at the bottom of your screen right now. Take a photo of it and make sure to redeem it. Really looking forward to the tournament. Again, like Make It a Bud just said, we've now done the preliminaries and 4 weeks of group stages, and we have all of our participants for the America's Cup proper on August 31st. Guys, it's been so fun commentating with you guys through these entire group stages.
This has been a blast. Man, the group stages went by so fast. Yeah. It's almost upsetting.
It's almost like we started yesterday and it's over now.
Exactly.
Well, it's not over yet. We still have we have the big one at the end of August.
Yep. Exactly.
But, we've seen a lot of great plays, a lot of innovative picks. A lot of just great action.
Yeah, yes, it's been great. And I've been sick through 75% of these group stages. Hopefully this isn't bronchitis, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry about me. And guys, we're really looking forward to seeing you here live on August 31st. These seats are empty right now, but they're going to be filled. Can't wait to see you then. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the America's Cup on August 31st. Take care, guys.